Yenya, Wolayita, Dicha, 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 Yenya, Wolayita, Dicha. Wolayita, Dicha, Yenya, Wolayita, Dicha, Yenya, Wolayita, Dicha, Yenya, Wolayita, Dicha. Hear about the best of the best, mama. Wolayita, Dicha, Yenya, Wolayita, Dicha, Yenya, Wolayita, Dicha, Yenya, Wolayita, Dicha.
Dicha, 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 vamos a mudo, maeto piro, balishe mata, maeto ade, sere, ushacha minto, indo, yukusha minto, woso, atara imo, madana yoto, Wose, la wose, wose, la wose, dicha, la dicha, 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 gamoto budo, maeto biro, balishe mata, maido ade, sere, sakamotole, angai, damota daza, aisoy, ida ederian. Garoy, aqua gutaray, mitay, ay, yeah. Gutaray maya nasiba. Ay, wala jaga. Wose, la wose, dicha, la dicha, 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 gamoto budo, maeto biro, balishe mata, maido ade, sere, nagodara, ethiopia, marka milile, ethiopia, jalpa bulanta, golia, tona makana, mantiano. So ele no show bore suli de so audian katama so danto dangarsa so ponchoi akena madabula chakera Wolayita kochai kombe minut maso mentele yesai idima hoisa kushe zayemeresa audian katama so danto dangarsa so ponchoi akena madabula chakera Wolayita Wose, la wose, la wose, dicha, la dicha, 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 gamoto budo, maeto biro, balishe mata, maido ade, sere, ay, yeah. Gutaray maya nasiba. Mantiara, Lendoya, Nalubito, Mantiara, Zaroya, Nawalaito, Mantiara, Zaroya, Nawalaito, Mantiara, Eva Kamaka, I go, I know, see Kamaka, I go, Ebukabuka, I go, Sony Bukabuka, I go, Balata Maganazoria, I go, Sodoni Oratalamia, I go, Botaleta Baba Caria, I go, Ataya Piriasi Obia, I go, Quani Darina Matro, I go, Sikota Gido Pasro, I go, Otada Gambaramento, I go, I go back, Eva Kamaka, I go back, I know see Kamaka, I go back, Ebukabuka, I go back, Sony Bukabuka, I go back, was it, la was it, Dicha, la dicha, Gamoto budo, maeto biro, balishe mata, maido ade, sere, ayena sumi. Ayena sumi. Agata Wolayita. Was it, la was it, dicha, la dicha, gamoto budo, maeto biro, balishe mata, maido ade, sere, sakamotole, angai, damota daza, aisoy, ida ederian. Garoy, aqua gutaray, mitay, ay, yeah. Gutaray maya nasiba. La was it, dicha, la dicha, gamoto budo, maeto Viro, balije mata, mata, maido ade, sere, nagodara, Ethiopia, marca milile, Ethiopia, dalgo bulanda, Wolia, tona makana, mantia, so bolela, bole, so bole, so bolela, bole, so bole, so bolela, bole, way de so, no show, bole, so de so, out and gatamaso, tanto y tangasasu, poncho y akena matabula chakera Wolayita, cocha y comemino, maso, mentira, yes I did my voice, zayemeresa, out and gatamaso, tanto y tangasasu, poncho y akena matabula chakera Wolayita, Dicha, vamos a Budo, maeto Viro, balije mata, maedo ade, sere, Mantiara, Zaroya, Nawalaito, Mantiara, Zaroya, Nawalaito, Mantiara, Eva Kamaka, I go, I know, see Kamaka, I go, Buka, I go, Sony Buka, I go, Balata Magana, I go, Sotoni Oratalamia, I go, Bataleta Baba Caria, I go, Ataya Piriasi, I go,
Get onto that one. The defender is holding onto that post, but neither of them is rising to the occasion here. Well, it's three pairs of talking every time. Look at the beauty of it! And Nasser puts in the ball in the net from what would look like a very, very harmless kind of move. The fans have something to jump about for in these very early stages of the game. Nasser is again on the score chart. Now looking for a left foot shot into the net. It's a lovely shot from the left side. They built it up patiently as well. And then Bezab Malayu puts the ball in the net from a deft left foot shot. That's what we're talking about in the Ethiopian game. You just don't know when they're going to shoot. You don't know when they're going to build it. They picked it up through Ashaleo Girma, brings it to the side. It's in the net! Itamuna Kibuni. A big run, the two of them on side, Gilbert. It was just a question of what they're going to do, both of them.
They had all the time in the world, especially as Chalu Gil. Solomon scored the first goal for the Ethiopia coffee side. Nasser beats the goalkeeper. Nasser is slotted into the net. And the celebration will be on the right side of the attack for Ethiopia coffee. Lovely combination this time round. No choice of it. Tila would have put it in the net. The left foot of Amsalu Tilahud shows why it is a dangerous left foot. And Amsalu Tilahud takes the free kick. Who else has it? As long as Mujib doesn't have it. Put it in again. It's Amsalu Tilahud. I beg your pardon. It's Amsalu Tilahud. It's not his first goal. It's his second for the Fasil Kedema side. Amsalu Tilahud, and for just his sheer hard work, and also just the fact that he's able to see the opportunities, has scored the second goal here. They know the goalkeeper is off the line. It's in the net. It's a lovely one. It comes from all the way back. The celebration will be taken right into the tunnel. It comes from Anakal Badeg. The man who should have put the ball in the net didn't put it. But Anna Galvadeg, noticing that the goalkeeper, Messiah Yaro, is off the line, punishes him from a big free kick. Belakuol is preparing to take it. With a hard one, he hits the net! Belakuol with some of the best shots in the league so far. This is almost half of the distance from the halfway mark. You know, 3/4 way, or even like a quarter of the field away from the Wolayita Dicha goal area. And Belakuol pumps it into the net. No one has a touch on it, not even the goalkeeper. Now, chance now. We got a man in the middle. Beckham Abdallah is looking for that ball as well. There he is, Abdallah, with a chance to strike. He dummies one, goes past the goalkeeper. It's the most beautiful goal by Jifar. Ultimately, getting into the net. That's the beauty of it all. Might be losing, yes, but that's how you score the goals. Lovely one and a beautiful celebration as well on the side. He obviously will endear himself to the fans as well. But it's become Abdallah. Takes his time and the coach is happy with him. Thumbs up, everybody there reason.
big run, the two of them on side here, but it was just a question of what they're going to do, both of them.
They had all the time in the world, especially as Chalo give. First goal for
አዲስ መግባት ነው
Nasser beats the goalkeeper. Nasser slotted into the
ከዝም ነው የምትለው ምን ልበላት
and the celebration will be on the right side of the attack.
Of course, እንትን አንስተን ወረቀት
Lovely combination this time
እንትን አለ
around.
ነው የተሞላውን ነው እሺ ሃናን የሚል ስም ያለበትን ነው ፈልግ
Tilaouna putting in the net.
እኮ ሃናን የሚል ስም
The
ያለበትን
left foot of Absalom Tilaouna shows why it is a dangerous left foot. And Absalom Tilaouna takes the free kick. Who else has it? As long as Mujib doesn't have it. Abebe. Put it in again. There's Absalom Tilaouna. Beg your pardon. It's Absalom Tilaouna. It's not his first goal. It's his second for the Fasil Kedema side. Absalom Tilaouna on his left foot. And for just his sheer hard work. And also just the fact that he's able to see the opportunities. Has scored the second goal here. They know the goalkeeper is up the line. It's in the net. It's a lovely one. It comes from all the way back. The celebration will be taken right into the tunnel. It comes from Anakal Badeg. The man who should have put the ball in the net didn't put it. But Anakal Badeg, noticing that the goalkeeper, Messiah Yaro, is off the line, punishes him from a big free kick. Melaku is preparing to take it. With a hard one, he hits the net. Melaku with some of the best shots in the league so far. This is almost half of the distance from the halfway mark. You know, 3/4 way, or even like a quarter of the field away from the Wolayita Dicha goal area. And Melaku pumps it into the net. No one has a touch on it, not even the goalkeeper. Now, chance now. You got a man in the middle. Beckham Abdallah is looking for that ball as well. There he is, Abdallah, with a chance to strike. He dummies one, goes past the goalkeeper. It's the most beautiful goal by Jimma Jifar. Ultimately, getting into the net. That's the beauty of it all. Might be losing, yes, but that's how you score the goals. Lovely one and a beautiful celebration as well on the sides. He obviously will endear himself to the fans as well. That is Beckham Abdallah. Takes his time and the coach is happy with him as well. Rounds up everybody there is. For Abubakar Nasir, he gets onto it. Oh, there, history has been made again. Abubakar Nasir is now the all-time top scorer in the Ethiopian Premier League. And while defenders will be wondering how it happened, it is the same thing we talked about 2 minutes ago of that space between the defenders and the goalkeeper. And Fabian Fanol trying to cover that. It looked like a ball that was far away from so there's the Solomon. Bakar Nasir gets it back from Tadeze into the box of Bakar. Goes for a shot. Oh, this is in the net. In the most ununderstandable circumstances. And Abu Bakar Nasir scores very early in the game here. Got the pass from Tafete Solomon. But he turns and takes a spiral shot that the goalkeeper thinks is going to go over the bar.
ጮ የእንትናን ፎርም ስጠኝ የሃናን ስካን ይሆናል እንዴ? ስካን ይሆናል። የእሷ ስም ያለበትን ነው የፈለኩት። ካልሆነ ፎቶ አነሳዋለሁ። እሺ ተደረገች። outlook ላኪልኝ። ጆ ደርሶኛል። Hello. Wait here. No. Man. ስደውልልህ ስልክ አይሰራም ጠዋት እንትኑን ታመጣለሽ የዊዝወርዲንጉን ቀንሰው ከሰውየው ትቀበላለህ ዊዝወርዲንጉን None.
ወላይታ ዲቻ ይበልጥ ከፍተኛ ኳስ በመልሶ ማጥቃት ላይ ያተኮረ ስለዚህ ወላይታ ዲቻ ካሉት ጥንካሬ አንፃር ምናልባት ስላይት ወደ ጥቂት የሆነ አድቫንቴጅ አለው ይመስላል። ስለዚህ 1-0 2-1 በተባ ውጤት ምናልባት ወላይታ ዲቻ የሚያሸንፍበት ጨዋታ ሊሆን ይችላል።
መልካም ተመልካቾቻችን ወላይታ ዲቻ ከጅማ አባ ጂፋር የሚያደርጉትን የመጀመሪያ 45 ደቂቃ ጨዋታ እንቅስቃሴ እንድትከታተሉ እንጋብዛለን። አንድሬው ካቡራ እና ጊልበርት ሰረቧ በእንግሊዝኛ፣ ማርቆስ ኤልያስ እና ዮናስ አዘዘ በአማርኛ ይጠብቋችኋል። መልካም ጊዜ።
Shirati duma kareta she amadde benina umera binun tarra chachise kutuji mara kunti ebise ajai bakan shirati duma kareta she amadde benina umera binun tarra chachise kutuji mara kunti ebise
International Stadium takes center stage again as fourth place to Wolayita Dicha, only behind a couple of giants, and that is Fasil Kenema, Hawassa Ketema, and St. George. But it was Jimma who recently got off the bottom of the standings, but still find themselves in the relegation mix. Guy Kidani Mariam comes here as the happier of the two tacticians, fresh from 3 victories in a row, including that 1-0 scoreline over Mekelekea on match day 12. He, however, faces a Jimma team looking for their 3rd victory of the season. The first 2 have come in the last 3 outings. Shinafi Bekele will not rest until his giants are completely out of the danger zone. He has seen his side score just 7 and concede 19 goals in the process. A defense line just not good enough for the top division. They must improve, and they must start improving now. Welcome once again as both sides then quickly get out of their dressing rooms for Walaita. Win takes the Giants from Sodo second, with only Kidus Kyrgyz to worry about. And obviously for Shinafi Bekele's side, a huge improvement from where they were just 3 match days back. 2 teams in search of maximum points for different reasons this afternoon. The Betking Ethiopia Premier League is suddenly gathering momentum here on your World of Champions as the other 15 teams really have a huge discussion on who will dethrone Fasil Kenema. Mkebere's side are the defending champions, having won it once. But the landlord, St. George, 14 championships in their history, are currently top of the standings and looking pretty well. Sides like Wolayita Dicha do still think they have a say as the season wraps up. The guy Kidane Mariam has made just 1 change since that 1-0 victory over Mekelekaya. Minyeri Wondemo starts today. Yari Dawit drops to the bench. Otherwise, Wondes and Ashinafi will have a back 4 that has Bereket Wolde Johannes, Anthony Gigsa, Dego de Bebe, and Anagao Badek. In the midfield, Nigatu Gebrselassie will work alongside Addis Hinsa and Haptab Negusie. And obviously, the search for goals lies on the shoulders of Sinta Yehu Mengistu, Kaukidan Zeralem, and yes, Minyeri Wondemo as well. A strong side with so much quality that has the likes of Fisher Thomas, Binyam Fikre, Samuel Jackson, Zeralem Abate, all dropping to the bench. Obviously, alongside a Tihon Merit, a goalkeeper who's only had 630 minutes, 7 matches. We haven't seen him since then. It's been Ashinafi Wondesen that has been preferred by Tagaya Kidane Mariam. And here up against these giants from Jimma. Shinafi Bekele has made 3 changes himself since that 2-0 loss to Sidama Bona. Zahari Al-Mahdi has come into the midfield for Tesfaye Melako. In goal, Alaza Marcos starts ahead of Johannes Bezabel. David Picado will start up front in a fearsome front 3, replacing Tula Mulatu. The other, of course, being Mohamed Nur Nasil, Ayob Alemayehu, Mesut Mohammed, the experienced midfielder, will be operating through the midfield alongside more experience as David Estefanos looks to score goal number 2 this campaign. Otherwise, Yapsira Mulugeta, Eyasu Ligesa, Wondimagen Marcos, and Belea Beine will will be part of what should be a strong back four. He has already conceded 19 goals this season, so Ashanabi Bekele is praying and hoping for a better defensive record this afternoon. Jimma, those two crucial wins, one against Addis Ababa, the other against Hadia, seem to have helped them turn the bad corner, but their 2-0 defeat then to Sidama Bona on the last outing suddenly has taken those down in Jimma back to the dark days. They're hoping for a return to winning ways today against the Zeki Kidane Mariam Wolayita Dicha, who at some point in the campaign were top of the standings. Whichever way you look at it, this one is a 6-pointer. Welcome aboard. We are live from the Tredawa International Stadium. This is all live here, all your World of Champions. Joining me up in the commentary box, as always, is Mr. Gilbert Salebo, the coach. Zeki Kidane Mariam up against Ashanafi Bekele.
Well, this is a big one. This is a huge one because as much as you might think that Jimma but Jifar is languishing at the bottom of the table, they are proving to be a very, very hard nut to crack if the 3 games that they played so far is anything to go by. But what motivates Wolayita Dicha or Zeki Kidane Mariam is that 3 points on this one would definitely push him to second spot and of course in contention for the title this season. So a very, very hard and difficult match to predict. Jimma, of course, trying to maintain pressure on the 3 teams above them and of course wanting to survive.
Right, Dicha playing from left to right in their white kit for today's game up against the red wall that is Jimma. But this could be a very early chance. Falling to Kalkidan Zelalem, who is trying to rush into the area, easily watched by Yabsira Mulugeta. Again, explaining how the moment the whistle goes, it is as simple as saying that the action is on, and any simple mistake could suddenly lead you in trouble. That was a very early chance, and that is what we've come to expect from this league.
Well, I know that Wolayita Dicha know that they're coming up against a very formidable side. Therefore, getting onto the scoreboard quickly would definitely try to, bring their nerves up. But at this point in time, they know that if they allow Jimma to go up, then it's going to be a struggle.
Here they come again, trying to operate through Kalkidan Zelalem. This is a free kick. Suddenly will be delivered into another parked box. Jimma will suddenly not want to go a goal down this early in today's game. Statistics do suggest that will be a real mountain to climb if they are to pick anything then. That is Hinsa. He is the man starting over this one. Starting his second game in a row. That is Hinsa. Becoming a big favorite to Zeki Kidane Mariam more recently. And he has the quality to be part of the opening 11. Here he comes. It's a 2-man wall. Now it is Stefanos, one of those in the wall. Here comes Hinsa, floating one into the area. That is a fantastic ball. And is eventually cleared by Yabsira Mulugeta. Yasule Kesa and Yabsira Mulugeta are suddenly going to have a very long afternoon because they're up against the likes of Benyeri Wondima and Kalkidan, very fast players.
Well, that is exactly what you're supposed to do as a goalkeeper. It doesn't matter whether it's your player or the opponent in front of you. When the ball is in your zone, it's in Zikia's box, you have to clear and think about what happens later. Good delivery though.
Hinsa brings another one into the area, looking for Benyeri Wondima. It was Bereket Wolf Johannes that had gone up in the air, committing a foul in the process, the right back. Simply it's good days at Jimma, isn't it? I mean, we simply talked about that 2-0 defeat to Sidama Bona on match day 12, but those 2 crucial victories, one against Addis, the other against Hadia, only 2 they so far have this campaign. They seem to be turning the corner at the right time. Consistency will be key.
Well, this is the best way to do it. Remember, they're sitting at the log together with alongside Sebeta Ketema on 7 points. Because if they win, they will go to 10 points and still remain in the same position. But at least it will put pressure on Addis Ababa, Wolkit and Dredawa, who are not very, very far away from them.
Altidan makes the run. The flag stays down. Off his line quickly is Alaza Marcos. Those who have come into the squad today, hoping to impress ahead of Johannes Bezabir. She'll come back that Tihon marriage story later. Suddenly a player who seems to have fallen out of favor to Wolayita. Wondima again. Pass Addis Hinsa, floats one into the box. Very easy pickings then for Wondes and Ashanafi. 2 different systems. Suddenly, after the papers were handed, looked to be a 4-3-3. Both sides suggesting it was a 4-3-3, but Jimma seem to have more men at the back every time they don't have the ball. Those two central defensive midfielders always joining in to make sure it's 6 defending for Shinafi Bekele's side. Long one. Looking for Menyiri Wondimo. Spin stopped this time by Yasole Gesa. Belaya Baina. To bring Mesut Muhammad, the captain, into action out wide. He's again expected to be crucial today. Is there over reliance on their captain though? I mean, he seems to be the voice of reason in that midfield, quite calm with his experience and always trying to create spaces. I've seen matches when he hasn't played, Mesut Muhammad. Surely Ashinafi Bekele and those down at Jimma will be planning at organizing the conveyor belt in the next few years. He's not going to play forever, you know. Mesut Muhammad. It's Dawit Stefanos, another experienced one through the center. Alemayehu, who is the youngster in that midfield. He's already been on the score sheet this season. Mondi Magen, watched by Berekets. Magen does well to try and lift this one as high as he can. It's picked up again by the experienced Mesut Muhammad. The goal will be very important for either side to settle the nerves. I think everyone watching down in Sodo is under so much pressure. The scoring second is important. Now it's Stefanos to Mesut Muhammad. Looking to strike this one with power, then gets a return. And a couple of Jimma players are asking for a penalty. Suggesting there was a handball of those 2 strikes that came in from Mesut Muhammad. The referee has played it on. Belay. This is Azahari Al-Hamadi. Azahari, let's continue with his run and he's getting a chance to try and cross one into the area, but suddenly not comfortably past Nagaubadek. Very pressure then from the red wall, who are suddenly not allowing Tsegai Kidani Mariam's charges to get out of their own mouth.
But I think there's been a change of tack for most of the teams in the top of the Premier League. Whenever they're attacking in numbers. Whenever they're defending, they're also defending in numbers.
This is Mohamed Nur Nasil. He's not going to get more space than that in and around the box of Wolayita Dicha. Mohamed Nur Nasil. He needs to start taking these chances.
I like the build-up. They're very patient. They're very, very calm. And of course, this youngster, about 18, 19 years old, has a lot of room for him to be able to improve. Of course, you don't give him that kind of room in front of goal. He will definitely be a disaster for you.
To be delivered by Addis Hinsa. Deliver this one, Bereket will be honest. He's one of those that has come forward, obviously. Sinta Yomengish always an option inside that box. This comes in and it's headed by someone in red. I think it was Belaya Baine. In his lines and suddenly doing well to make sure they don't consider an early goal. As a Marcos is a man under pressure and under the spotlight as well. Here comes Addis Hinsa again. They're getting many of those set pieces in the opening few. Wolayita Dicha. Addis floats another one into the area. There's a touch off Menyiri Wondimo. A crucial clearance in from Ayop. And now they're trying to find Mohamed Nur Nasil, closely tracked by Adam Nekusie. Now, Dawit Fikadu. He's got 2 options inside that box. Can he find any of them? Dawit Fikadu continues with his run. Bereket has a touch. And it's a crucial touch as it's returned in there once again. Almost picked up by Mesut Muhammad of Anthony Gutsa. Tricky starts to Tsegai Kidani Mariam's side.
Well, I think Jimma need to make hay while the sun still shines. Because those are crucial opportunities at least to get onto the scoreboard. You know, as you allow Wolayita Dicha to settle, they might be very, very disastrous for you.
Here they come once again, and Nagel Badek closely watching. Brings it to the center, looking for Menyiri Wondimo. We get to Gabriel Selassie. Back to Anagao. Combination between Menyiri Wondimo, Kaukidan Selade and Sinta Yomu Mengistu. Quality they have. They simply are not scoring enough. But Kidane Maria must look at them and always say, we need more goals from you 3.
I think the feed is going to be very, very important. That shot by Mesut
should have been a penalty. Should have been a penalty. Anyway, what the referee has not seen, then it didn't happen.
Yeah. So the cameras pick it up. Certainly won't have any impact, but also you need to know that the referees are going through a lot of criticism at the moment. Because the entire country is watching the games here on Super Sport, so they're having a chance to have the replays and criticize the referees, and you have good discussions with some of them. You'll figure that out. It's unfortunate that football referees don't do interviews after matches, otherwise journalists would always be asking them the hard questions. Good move by the federation. I'm sure any referee would want to talk to the media after the game anyway.
They are human. They are human.
Nyiri Wondimu to Kalkidan. Sentengome gets to making the run through the center. Kalkidan doing well to get past Wondima again. Not good enough. Picked up by the red wall again. Just now forward to Navi Bekalis Jimma to try and come forward with Mohamed Noor giving away to Wadis Finsa. This is Negusia to Wondimo, who is going in for a rugby conversion.
And if it was a rugby conversion, it would never have happened. Because that distance between the two posts was just too high.
So a first touch from Dawit Fikadu. Piling more pressure on his side as Nagalbode quickly comes forward to take another throw in for Wolayita Dicha. Both sides have had their spells of pressure. All kicked off with Jifar having more of the chances, and Wolayita are slowly settling into this game. And Nagal again. Small rugby this afternoon than football in Dredawa.
I think by now the guy Kidane Mariam should have realized that he's facing two very experienced midfielders, but what is lacking in the midfield is the quickness. Therefore, when he has the likes of Samtam and Ikusi and Migrant to Slasi, who are a little bit younger, he needs to use that quickness to be able to go through the midfield.
Dawit Fikadu out wide to Dawit Estefanos. Looking for a chance to cross this one into the box. Comes to Belaya Baine. Comes in a good one looking for Ayop. It's cleared by Anthony Gupsa. Back to Azahari. Allowed to turn. He's got so much space in front of him. Adis Hinsa trying to cross him down. Comes to Mohamed Nur Nasil, who is looking for Ayop. He's got two very, very big defenders to deal with. One of those is Berekes Waldo Johannes. And there is Anthony Gupsa. There is Berekes. Putting another one forward, looking for chances. Suddenly, Sintayehu Mengistu, the striker that is also due a goal. It is Sintayehu. Now it is Stefanos looking for way up, stopped by Bereket. Long one. Now the flag is staying down. On the Manyeri Wondemo, who is rushing into the area. And he had a very unfortunate second touch. Mr. Manyeri Wondemo, that is the closest they have gone. Wolayita Dicha.
That's a gift. That's a gift. Yepsira Uluketa, just thinking that Minyili was in an offside position. Look at the first touch, is good. The second touch, not good at all. He should have controlled that ball and it was heading to the net. And Yepsira throwing off his hands. He needs to know that that high line would cause them a big deal.
Here comes another chance then for Janabi Bekele side coming to Mohamed Nur Nasil. The goalkeeper was off his line and actually had a touch. That will be a corner kick. Mohamed Nur Nasil looking to create something out of nothing. Belaya Baine floats another one into the area looking for Dawit Estefanos. And that did pretty much miss everyone. Will be Wolayita Dicha set to defend again as Ayob comes down looking for Ondimag, and Marcos quickly finds him. Again floating another one into the box. There's so many white shots back, and that is how Jimma Jifar are struggling. Here comes Ayob running into the area looking for a touch. What is it that should be quite aware?
It's pretty interesting that the defenders on the team in white, Wolayita Dicha, are not quick to react on most of the occasions. They have started very, very slow. And Jimma Jifar should be able to utilize this opportunity now to score a goal before they settle. to Dawit. Mesut wants it. Mesut finds it. Steps over it to find Ayop and then the best of tricks picked up by Bereket. His half-time negotiator floating one forward looking for Kaukid and Zelalem. Comes back to Sintayehu Mengistu. He's standing past Ayop. Players with absolutely different levels of height. A real mismatch through the center. Ayop Alemayehu and Sintayehu Mengistu. Mulugeta has really put in some fantastic performances this season. Never mind the position they find themselves in. Never mind the fact that Jimma and Jifar have conceded 19. It's suddenly been the bright spark in their defense. Alongside Eyasu Legesa, Magen Marcos has also been an ever-present player, but Belaya Baini has been in and out of the side. He is. Touch with support out wide, goes through the center looking for Mesut Muhammad. It's picked up by another experienced player in Degu, Debebe. Badek, who is left back for today's fixture, but running so high up the line, trying to steal trouble. Belaya Baini. Touch does well through the center. It's picked up by Dawit Stefanos. It's a run out wide as well to try and find Dawit Pikadu. Under pressure from Minyiri Wondimo to Mesut Muhammad. Now this is Dawit Stefanos who can let fly from distance. Takes a short one looking for Mohamed Nur Nasil. And I'm not sure the striker knew this was coming his way. Otherwise he had a clean path to actually face Wondersen Ashinapi.
That's just being too casual. The pass is very good, and I'm not sure whether he thought that somebody else was running. Communication.
Confidence on the other side has rushed into the area and almost caused trouble. A huge defensive mix-up. Almost coming off Eyasu Legesa. Taking his eyes off the ball. That is very dangerous at this level of football. The Ethiopian Premier League is one that absolutely takes no slaves.
Good flicker. Good flicker again for the first time we've seen. I guess they're just missing out and gifting Kalkidan, who has scored 3 goals to his credit. Giving him an opportunity to add on to that. Scored so far.
We talk about the front three of this Jimma by the far side, but the same pressure should be applying to Sintayehu Mengistu, Kaukidan and Ominyiri Wondimu. They have had a bigger return so far this season. Becoming hoping for some repeat of that. Here Dawit today has had to find space on the bench. Rings changes to freshen up things as we welcome match day 13. The second last game actually of match day 13. Stick around with us still. And there will be more action later on today as Sidama Bona will take on Wolkite. No longer have Paulo Sketachu as the man in charge. Goal kick to Walaita. Pressure from out wide on Dawit Pikadu. Trying to make sure Nagao Badek didn't get the touches he was looking for. His formidable opponent, Nagao Badek. Think in the future he certainly has to have a say as well with the national side, trying to find those chances. The place that is packed with so much talent, the left back position for the Ethiopian national side. Hinsa, long one. Onimagen Marcos clears into the midfield, picked up by Ayop Alemayehu. Under pressure from Sintayehu Mengistu, doing well to try and release options out wide. Mohamed Nur Nasil had made the run, but the referee is calling this one back. Just inside the Jimma by Jifar half, suggesting Sintayehu Mengistu committed the foul on the youngster. Is the other player who has come into the starting 11 today for Tesfai Melaku. Mulatu as well doesn't get a look in for today's opening game. And you can understand where Shinafi Bekele is coming from. It's going to be a long campaign. It's but to try and make sure some of his stars are fully fit and suddenly fresh. Without a doubt, Dula Mulachu is one of the main creative sparks at this Jimma side.
Absolutely, and they should realize that their survival in the league is dependent on each and every game that they play. Therefore, they should take matters into their own hands quickly.
Entire Mengistu looking to let fly. To Menyeri Wandemo, twisting and turning, getting past one back and Menyeri Wandemo, Entire Mengistu, big save! Oh, what a save from Alaza Marcos. That was point blank. And it comes back to what is Hinsa, who gets it to negotiate. Bereket. Looking for Menyeri Wandemo, getting past the Wandimagan again. That's not getting the captain to possession this time. Oh, what a chance for Sinta Yehu Mengistu today. Super close to Alaza Marcos and still couldn't find the back of the net. Tam Negusie clearing everything coming his way, trying to make sure now it is Stefanos doesn't get into clear spaces. As we look at this again, Gilbert.
Well, that was Munyelu. It was his first touch, just letting him down. Wandimagan Marcos closing him down. But that shot, point blank shot by the tall man. Mengistu, 3 goals to his credit, 2 goals against Puna, 1 against Addis. Could have added at least another one to his scoring list. Again, we want to thank Alazar Marcos for being hawk-eyed in this one.
Big chance, probably the closest any of these two sides have come to scoring in this first half. The other, of course, having fallen to Mohamed Nur Nasil of a crucial ball defense-splitting pass from Mesut Muhammad. Getting a bit slower than the captain's thinking. But it is Sinta Yehu Mengistu who suddenly should have scored the goal that separates these sides 20 minutes in. Wandimagan. Beaten twice. That will be a bit of a worry. It's good to now come down and make sure the nerves don't take over his performance for the remainder of the game. Wandimagan Marcos. Mengistu has just undressed him a few minutes ago, and it's embarrassing, but that is what every defender goes through against some of the best strikers in the Bétkiŋ Ethiopian Premier League. Wandimu picks it up, but his Hinsa has a touch. Releasing Kaukidan Zelalem, who is rushing in space. Zelalem! Another save from Alaza Marcos. Walaita Dicha having so many chances of the first half, and they still are not finding the back of the net. I'm not sure Segai Kidade Mariam is happy. Here is another one. Mengistu. This time not allowed to turn. After Negusi had made the run through the area, Miri Wandimu was the other option out on the right. Chances could come back to haunt them, you know.
Well, that was golden. That's golden. But I like the way they are exercising their movement off the ball with those long diagonal passes right behind Wandimagan Marcos and Bilay Abena. That's an area that Jimma and Jifar need to rectify.
That is just to bring one in from Bilay Abena. It will go to West. Going by their statistics so far this season and what they so far have achieved, they will be the happier side. But 22 minutes in, there's still no goals.
I think they're playing against a team that is gearing toward second position. A team that has won 3 matches in a trot. A team that is on the rise and has got very, very good strikers. But for them to hold on at least for 22 minutes, it's a good advantage for them.
Mengistu is proving to be a real problem. Jimma but foul, because what Dicha are doing is they have him have a touch on all those long balls. And there's runs in and around him. From Meniri Wandimu Kaukidan and Negusi on 2 occasions as Addis Hinsa waits for playback in case there's a second touch, and that is a bit of a problem as it stands to Yabsira Mulgeta and Eyasu Legesa. Azahari to Dawit. Now Mohamed Noor is controlled. Get Wolf Johannes will be a relieved man. St. George Hawassa Fasil. The top three. The top three sides who are up to now in the campaign are suggesting they only have a chance of winning the championship. As we look at this chance again, going to Kalkidan Serale. They won't be waiting for it through the center, but even then, Kalkidan have made Alaza Marcos work a bit more than that.
The problem some players is trying to get the goalkeeper at the near post.
Looking for Sinta Yahumen gets to the edge of the area, almost falling to Benyiri Wandimu. Calmness in possession that Mesut Muhammad has is what really makes him a legend. Here comes the good piece of play now coming in from Jimma Jifar to Dawit Picado, who's looking for support out wide, twisting and turning and then using his left to no good effect. Elia Baini had made the run out wide. Mohamed Noor Nasil, just like Ayob, were waiting for it through the center. They need to use that play a bit better than that. Jimma Jifar. But you can see what they're trying to do, and when they finally get into rhythm, they will be hard to stop.
They will be very hard to stop. They just need to exercise a lot of caution when moving forward. Exactly deciding when to take a shot, when to pass the ball, and when to make the run. Those decisions, those W's, are the letters that Jimma need to be able to at least
address. Well, I'm telling you, if you don't think Jimma Jifar can cause so much trouble, then you can ask certain Mihlet Murugeta and Hadia Usaina, who were two winners. They absolutely had no chance in that game. They had great chances that everything was being rebuffed, and Shinabe Bekele's side was simply brilliant. Winning 4-2, which is one of the two wins, one of the only two wins they so far have this season, the other being a close 1-0 over recently promoted Addis Ababa Ketema. Look at the temperatures.
very high. It's very, very high, and that's why a lot of players don't want to really burn themselves out. All that I can say as a technical person is that when you have an opportunity to finish or to kill the game early, it's always important just to bury those chances that are coming their way. Walaita Dicha have had two golden opportunities. That flicker by Heo Mengistu, just finding Kalkidan again in a prime position, should have picked the far post, but instead he just hit the ball right next to the keeper. And that pick by himself again, Kalkidan Zelanem, a good run, good pick. Again, the goalkeeper is way off his line, he's just around the 6-yard line. He should have either chipped the ball over or played the far post. And coach Ashinafi Bekele knows that those were moments that could create a lot of problems for the team moving forward.
Match day 11 has already experienced 11 goals. It's been 2 0-0 draws. One of those between Bayerda up against Tridawa, and the other just yesterday, St. George and Hadia Usaina. So we're looking for goal number 12 of the round. It's a very good return. They folks around the world who are enjoying our live broadcast will certainly have enjoyed the goals, which is a huge factor in the BetKing Ethiopian Premier League, obviously alongside flavor. A tiki-taka demanded by those up in the stands. Here's Dawit Stefanos. Jimma Jifar looking to get something from this, brings it to Mesut, who tries to flip it over, and that's an offside. Zahari Hadi had made that run a bit too early. Watch the Dicha backline, who are being commanded by Anthony Gux and Debu Debebe, defending well.
They're defending well. They've pushed up. They know that the Jimma Jifar red players are already in their own backyard. Therefore, just one step forward, and you have 4 players from Jimma in an offside position.
Nigachu Gebreselassie to Addis Hinza. This is Minyiri Wondimagan Marcos clearing everything coming his way. He's already been tested twice. He's got to be a bit more careful now. Wondimagan. Ricketts. It's coming off. Now just Stefanos operating through the center. Almost picked up again by Addis Hinza. It comes Haptam Negusia. Kaukidan back to Hinza. Sintayome gets to almost standing and then comes down. That is a challenge at the edge of the box. Good chance then for Wolayita to have a clear path to Alaza Marcos.
Just trying to use his long legs, but instead, giving us some somersaults. Must have belonged to a G, but
a gymnastics class? A Jimma fitness body company? Mr. Selema. Could have belonged anywhere.
then in the theater.
That's Itayahu Mengistu. That is Hinsa is standing over this one. Good Bebe issuing a couple of instructions to the two players. The other is Menyuri Wondimu. Itayahu Mengistu trying to act as a decoy to confuse Alaza Marcos, who has set up a four-man wall. Here they come. Menyuri Wondimu. Too high. Too much preparation, less delivery from Wolayita Dicha.
The strikers have really not carried their scoring boot today, because they're either kicking those balls way high up the bar and really not troubling the keepers. Of course, in other instances, they've been very, very slow on the blocks, and they've given goalkeeper Alaza Marcos very, very easy time to come in and close them down on 3 different occasions.
Back to Anagao Padek, who's exchanging passes with Nigatu Gabriel Selassie, walking pace on the left flank of that Wolayita Dicha setup. Padek not comfortable with the return ball. This has been given away and quickly picked up by Dawit Estefanos. Muhammad was waiting it through the center, picked up by Adis Hinsa. His Kaukidan. Back to one is seeing so much of the ball. Long one looking for Menyuri Wondimu. Better defended this time by Wondimag and Marcos. Given away to Bereket. Back to Menyuri Wondimu, who's got Sintayome Mengistu to put support through the center. This is Bereket holding on, is trying to get a return ball and gets it again and tries to get it past the goalkeeper, who had moved to the right. Alaza Marcos easily could have given us a dramatic moment early in the first half. He moved to the right and he wasn't sure whether Bereket was crossing or trying to test him actually.
I think he was trying to cross that ball. The technique that was applied there was poor. So much space that is being given to the team in white. I think the defenders, the midfielders, distance in between them is very, very wide. And
And clear his lines and takes a long one forward looking for Sintayome Mengistu. It's cleared out wide to be picked up by Ayo Balemayehu. Under pressure from Anagao Badek. Comes to the center towards Zahari. It's back to Belaya Beine. This is Dawit Estefanos. Ayo. Back to Mezud, the captain. Closely watched by Kaukidan Zedalem. Supposed to come back to Belaya Beine. This is Zahari. The exchange of passes. Good spell of pressure then from the men in red who quickly drop possession. They have that in them. They have the tiki-taka in them. Sometimes when you jump into their rhythm, they're so hard to pick the ball off.
it's no time to enjoy. For Jimma, it's not time to enjoy. It's time for business. And therefore, the faster they get to the opponent's half, the better for them. Otherwise, just maintaining possession in the midfield without going anywhere might prove to be very, very detrimental.
That is Hinsa. The second bite of the cherry. Still looking to release Menyuri Wondimu. That will go through Bereket Wolde Johannes, who gets a return ball, and Menyuri Wondimu don't have that run because it seems there was an obstruction from Wondimag and Marcos. He's going a bit too busy for his own liking in the opening 33 minutes. I think for Wolayita Dicha seems to be going through the right. That is a bit of a burden on Wondimag. Dicha have taken this game by its horns and did the better side. As the early pressure coming in from Jimma, but Jifar and Zeki will be happy. And this hits that flutter another one into the area. That's a crucial clearance coming off Belaya Bene. And it's still in the dangerous area looking for Degu de Bebe. It's been picked up now by Dawit Stefanos. Mesut. Oh, what a ball to Mohamed Noor. Who's got the Yombale Bayo, both of us through the center. It's in! The youngster is on the score sheet again. As Jimma Jifar take a lead against Wolayita Dicha here in Dragawa. What a counter-attack from Ashanavi Bekele's side. Quality at its premium.
Well, it all started with Mesut Mohamed, the captain. The patience of that midfielder general. And of course, the good run by Mohamed Noor Nasir on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side. Look at that. There's 2 against 1. A lot of space in between the lines. And what a finish by Ayob Alemayehu, a left-footed player. But it's a clinical finish on his right. What is an Ashinafi trying to pick grass. The ball kisses the net.
A superstar in the making, whichever way you look at it. Ayob Alemayehu, 1-0 to Jimma. Oh, what a result this one will be if they can pick up their 3rd victory in 4 matches. Ashanafe Bekele and his judges will fully have turned that dark corner.
I think they're just like a flower. They blossom with time. But it's taken some time for Jimma to get
It's out wide, the flag is up on Kalkidan.
his groove back. I think those 3 wins, little dent just by Sidama Bona beating them by 2-0. But if you look at the way they played against Sidama, it doesn't really reflect the results. And they've come up, they've soaked the pressure. The back 4 is not really pushing up, they're just staying back to defend. But again, when you have midfield generals like Mesut Mohamed and Dawit Stefanos, the 2 youngsters at the top, then anything could happen.
It's embarrassing to the commentator. I had just said Wolayita Dicha having a better end to the first half. But Mesut Mohamed had different ideas. What a pass though from the captain to try and find Mohamed Noor Nasir, who later on did even better to find a Yoba Lemayehu who was rushing through the center. Made no mistake against Wande Senashanapi. Stop predicting.
I think that's just one of the moments because Nagao Badeg was in an advanced position in this particular instance when they actually from the left-hand side of the attack. You need to be the one who's playing as the last man, but he delayed and gave an opportunity to feed Degu de Bebe and himself. And that is the space that Ayob Alemayehu says I'm a signal.
It's Wandima again. Defending quite well again, but giving away possession to Bereket. Now finds his side a goal down. Shintayewo Mengistu. Half-time negotiate. Can he score from here? That's a good strike. That seemed to have had a deflection just inside that area. Will be corner kick. For those in white, the giants from Sodo, the great descendants of the great King Tona, the Tona Bees, Wolayita Dicha. Looking to steal Jifar into a leveler here. 37 minutes on the clock. Their 3rd corner. Could they find it fast? Alaza Marcos. Having spent a couple of battles involving Dawit Stefanos and Degu de Bebe, 2 probably of the most experienced players out there, involved in a bit of fights. We'll keep a very close eye on that. And his Hinza brings one into the area, looking for Bereket, who returns it out wide as far as the Wandima again. That's a huge challenge on Addis Hinza. He seems to have come to the ball fast. Got to be very careful, Wandima again, Marcos. Challenges like those in and around your own area could cause you trouble.
The big question is, did he get onto the ball fast? I think he did. He did, and the referee was very, very close to Zilon Prime.
Way up again, looking to score his 2nd of this game. Wondimu and Sintayeu Mengistu are both offside. Okidan Zerlem seems okay. It's up a yellow card. Vanali worry then for the guy Kidane Mariam. No, Kidan is obviously an attacker. He doesn't have so many challenges to deal with, but then the pressure that is coming in from Jimma is forcing him to come back and defend, and that could be trouble. Anthony Guksa was managing to keep this one in. We saw his brother tearing at Guksa yesterday. We've also watched his brother in the last few games. The other brother, Shimket Guksa. Guksa family having a very good start to the campaign, having a sad moment when they lost their father. Did a few months of mourning. They trying to balance up the act and go back to the football pitch, playing his memory. Now, that's a fantastic ball out wide, looking for chances. Not sure that was an offside. You've got to look at it again. Seemed to have been a fantastic ball through the center. Looking for one girl.
There is no offside. There is no offside at all again. For the first time, international assistant referee Kinde getting it wrong.
Spotlight we just talked about, the referees will be under so much pressure. They simply must get these decisions right. Probably makes it a bit hard by the recent international standards when you don't have VAR. I want to fully focus on it because it's a technology that has recently come to world football and more so to the African continent. We obviously saw it being used at the Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon. Even then, it still had its critics.
Not always right. The technology and the at times it can fail. Being operated by human beings.
To Mohamed Noor, the danger man is in possession again. Closely watched by Anthony Gibson, trying to find his way through the center. It's back to Estefanos. This is Mesut! Looking to have this one first time, but stopped by Degude Bebe. Mesut's retired. He's in an offside position. And that was another clear chance. Red Wall easily could have been 2-0 up.
Well, I'm like what I'm seeing from the Mohamed Noor Nasser, the lead striker, the youngster, very calm in front of goal, very calm. He just waits for the right moment for somebody else to offer himself for a pass. He delivers with quality.
Returning with possession in and around their own area. Mohamed Noor Nasser was making the run through the center. Mesut is always looking for possession, he's always looking for passes, and this has been given away now by Azahari. Chance for Wolayita Dicha to come forward in the closing 4 minutes of this one. To Kaukidan Zeralem. Closely watched by Belaya Baine. Kaukidan floating one in the area. Picked up by Minyiri Wondimu. Closely watched as well by Wondi Magen Marcos. Got a player on the ground. Dawit Stefanos. Got to confirm that. Mohammed's in the center. Important parts of how Jimma and Jifar play, and we've clearly seen his contribution already. Yeah, this is clashing with Haptam Negusie. Way of trying to jump in for more pressure. I still really can't get that pass from Mesut Mohammed to Mohamed Noor Nasser out of my mind. That was a beautiful pass from the captain to Mohamed Noor Nasser to Ayob, and the goal. Just how important that was. Mitsu Fikadu up in the stands there. This Ababaketema coach, making sure he closely watches teams that will definitely be his opponents very soon. This is floated into the area. It's cleared this time by Azahari. Mohamed Noor has got the pace. He's got the youth in him. He's closely watched by four, trying to track his way around Degude Bebe. Did so, but suddenly didn't get past Anthony Guksa. Balemayehu had made the run. The youngster looking to score twice before halftime. Kaukidan. It's been a good game.
It's been a good game. One thing that I want to say is that at times the board of directors, most of the clubs, would have thrown Coach Ashinafi Bekele out of the window because he had gone 9 consecutive matches, picking only 1 point. And at this point, any board of directors have said, hey, you know what?
can't have him. Keep the man. Watching again, looking for Sinta Yewo Mengistu, who has a touch. More for Azahari. Looking for a free kick, it's not given. Eyo Balemayo looking to break away. That is a foul from Addis Hinsa. You're right. You're absolutely right. So many boardrooms would they have already released the Shenaf Bekele, going by the start he had in the campaign. But let's back to him, and he seemed to be very sure of his side. He's got so much experience through the center. A couple of everybody's at the back and so much youth moving forward. And if they win here, that will be their third victory in 4 matches.
The confidence levels are picking up each and every match. And it's very, very good for a team that is languishing at the bottom of the table.
Long one. Wondima get closely tracked by Menyiri Wondimu. He's got to be very careful not to give away possession here. As the basics players concedes a throw-in. It's Berekes. Johan is taking a shorter one, and then the challenge still coming in from Wondima again. He's closing shop on the left flank. They're missing out on that move being made by Addis Hinsa. Get to Gabriel Selassie. Just look at how Kawit Fikadu is defending even when he's on the ground. Bekele's side, really how important today's 3 points will be. We have 2 minutes of additional time. Minyiru into the center to Anagao Badek. He's got some shooting space, and Anagao Badek takes it short, and the deflection could have given a chance then to Sinta Yewo Mengistu. Look at the counter-attack on the other side. Mohamed Nur Nasir closely tracked by Anthony. Looks almost went down in the box. That will have to be certainly well reviewed by both officials. Seemed to have been a pull from Anthony Guksa on Mohamed Nur Nasir. We play on.
When you talk about technique, talk about the insights, talk about the communication, and that counter-attack clearly showed that Jimma and Jifar know exactly what they're doing, because they have a youngster who can have a lot of legs to run. Mohamed Nur Nasir.
Still on the ground. Mohamed Nur Nasir, the referee is playing this one on. Kalkidan was looking to run into the area. This is an Agao Badek looking to fly with his right foot, simply not good enough. Ebebe picks it up again. Mohamed Nur Nasir still on the ground. The referee is still playing this one on. Looking for an Agao Badek out wide. Bene watching. That is Hinsa tackling. And that has been given away. As the Jimma and Jifar players are not happy with the referee at all. Wondering why their star striker has been on the ground for this long. It's part of the rules, don't just blow the whistle unless it's a head injury.
Unless it's a head injury, I think that run, there's a hand on his back by Antene Gupta. There's a hand on his back by Antene Gupta, and clearly it should have been a foul. Shouldn't have sent him to stay on the ground for more than 2 minutes.
Treatment, bro. Look at the goal again. Look at that pass from Majid Mohammed to Mohamed Noor. The tracking back from Anagao Badek, not good enough. And Ayob, as always says, I'm a signal. Anagao. Addis Hinsa. Now Anagao has a chance to bring another one into the area, and that's disappointing for his side that is looking to level matters. And that will be it. As the referee blows the halftime whistle, Shenafi Bekele will be a very happy man, even though he knows he has a fascinating 45 minutes coming up. Tegai Kidane Mariam, time to ponder, time to think about what his side did not get right today. Time to head into those dressing rooms to plan for the second half. They have a chance of going second on the standings. Wolayita Dicha, but Jimma and Jifar have a chance of getting far away from safety. And those 2 targets will be on the table in the second half. Shall see you in 15. Stick around, get yourself a cup of Buna. But at halftime, Jimma and Jifar. leading Wolayita by a goal to nil.
ረጃጅም ኳሶች ናቸው። በቀኝ መስመር ሊወዱ እንደተለመደው ተደጋጋሚ ሩጫዎችን ያደርጋል። አብዛኛው ግን የስንታየውን ታርጌት ያደረጉ ረጃጅም ኳሶች እና እሱ የሚጨርፋቸውን ኳሶች የተረፈውን ግራና ቀኝ ያሉት ዊንገሮች እንዲጠቀሙ የሚያደርግ ነው እና በአጠቃላይ በጨዋታው ጅማ አባጅፋር በኳስ ቁጥር ብልጫ ነበረው። ወላይታ ዲቻ ደግሞ ረጃጅም ኳሶች ለጎል ማግባት እድል ለመፍጠር ሲጥሩ ተመልክተናል።
አዎ የመሀል ሜዳ እንቅስቃሴው እንደተጠበቀው ነው። 43% የኳስ እንቅስቃሴው መሀል ሜዳ ላይ ነው የሚገኘው። 7 የግብ ሙከራዎች በወላይታ በኩል 3 ኢላማቸውን ጠብቋል። በጅማ በኩል 2 ሙከራ አንዱ ጎል ሆኗል። የዮ ባለማየሁ ቁጥሮች ይህንን ይናገራሉ። ቦል ፖሴሽን ወላይታ ዲቻ ይችላል።
ወላይታ ዲቻ በተለይ ከጨዋታው የመጀመሪያ አጋማሽ በኋላ ወደ ኳስ ቁጥር ብቻ ለመግባት ፑሽ ለማድረግ ሙከራ አድርጓል። ያ ደግሞ ይበልጥ ለአደጋ የዳረጋቸው ይመስለኛል። ጅማ አባጅፋር በኳስ ቁጥር እድሎችን ፈጥሮ ነበር፣ ግን አደገኛ የነበረው በመልሶ ማጥቃት ሲጫወት ነበር። ጎልም ያስቆጠረው በመልሶ ማጥቃት እንቅስቃሴ። ለዚህ ደግሞ ግራና ቀኝ እዮብና በተለይ መሐመድ ኑር የሚያደርጋቸው ሩጫዎች የዳዊትና የመስር ጊዜውን የጠበቀ ፓስ ለመልሶ ማጥቃት ስኬት አስተዋጽኦ ያደረገ ይመስለኛል እና ዲቻዎች ከራሳቸው ሜዳ ሲወጡ ይበልጥ ለመልሶ ማጥቃት የተጋለጡ ይመስላል። የመጀመሪያው አጋማሽ የኋለኛዎቹ ደቂቃዎች ላይ ፓስ
የጨዋታው መነጋገሪያ ጉዳይ ጎሉ ሊሆን ይችላል እዮብ አለማየሁ። ከዛ በፊት ግን በጅማ አባጅፋር በኩል የግብ ጠባቂው አላዛር ማርቆስ ተደጋጋሚ ግብ ሙከራዎችን የማዳን ብቃት የተለየ ነው።
ያ ረጅም ኳስ እንደምትመለከተው ከግብ ጠባቂ የተላከ ኳስ ነው። እንደሰን ስንታየው ጨረፈ። እሱ የጨረፈን ኳስ ቃል ኪዳን አገኘ። የጅማ አባጅፋሮች እንኳን መከላከል ይችሉ ነበር እንደምታየው ግን አልቻሉም በላይ ኳሱ አመለጠችው ግን ቃል ኪዳን መጠቀም አልቻለም እንዳልከው ቃል ኪዳን ግብ ጠባቂው አላዛር በግሩም ሁኔታ በጨዋታው ውስጥ እንዲቆዩ አድርጓቸዋል በጣም ጥሩ ኮንሰንትሬሽን ያለው ግሩም ግብ አጠባበቅ ነው የተመለከተበት
አዎ በሌላም አጋጣሚ ስለዛ ሌሎች እድሎችን ያዳነበት ሌሎች አጋጣሚዎችን ሁሉም ሴቭ ያደረገበት
አሁንም ስንታየው ነው የማጥቃቱ መነሻ ለምንይሉ ከወንድማገኝ ጀርባ ነው ኳስ ተሰጥቶ ምንይሉ ታግሎ ነው ኳሱ መልሶ ሞከረ ተጨርፎ ነው መልሶ አላዛር ባነው ስንታየው ያገኘውና ግብ ጠባቂው
ክሬዲት ፐርቼዝ ከሆነ
እሺ ጅማ አባጅፋር በጨዋታው ለመቆየት እዚህ ግብ ጠባቂ ኳስ ያፈልጉት ነበር በዚህ በሌላ ንስራት ይመለከታል አዲስ ጊዜው የተበቀዋል
ኖርማሊ
ገብቷል ፈረስታቹ ጥሩ ነው ሳጥኑ የደረሰበት ኬስ ግን ማርኮስ ላይ ኳሱ ምናልባት ይበልጥ ኢላማውን የጠበቀ ብቻ ከር ላርገ ከግብ ጠባቂ እንዳይደርስበት አድርጎ መምታት የነበረበት ይመስለኛል በጣም ጥሩ ነበር
የመጀመሪያው 45 ደቂቃ ሌላኛው የጎሉ አጋጣሚ ከዛ አስቀድሞ መሀል ሜዳ ላይ ነበር በጅማ አባጅፋሮች በኩል የዳዊትና የነሱ ደግሞ የአዲስ ህንፃ በወላይታ የተለየ ነበር የጨዋታው መነጋገሪያ ጉዳይ የኢዮብ አለማየሁ ጎል ከመነሻው አንስቶ
ኖርማሊ ሲስተሙ
በጣም ፈጥነው አድቫንቴጅ የተጠቀሙት ጅማ አባጅፋሮችና ኢዮብ እንደምትመለከተው በጥሩ ማጨራረስ ጎል አስቆጥሯል የመሐመድ ኑር ፍጥነት መጨረሻ ላይ ለኢዮብ ኳሱን ያቀበለበት አኪሬሲ በጣም ድንቅ ነበር ኢዮብ ጎል ካስቆጠረ በኋላ
ቬንደር ላይ ፕሪፔመንት ፐርሰንቴጅ ክሬዲት የሚለውን እናስቀምጥለትና ክሬዲት ሊሚት ሰጥተዋለን
ፕሮፌሽናል ስትሆን
ከዛ ክሬዲት ሊሚት የሚያደርግ ከሆነ ሲስተሙ ዋርና ያደርጋል መክፈል አለበት
በኋላ ደስታን አለማለት መሀል ሜዳው ከባድ የሆነ መጨናነቅ ይታይበታል ብለን ገምተን ነበር ነገር ግን በክህሎት የተሞላ
አብዛኛው ዛሬ የጅማ አባጅፋር የኳስ ቁጥጥር በጣም ልዩ ነበር የመልሶ ማጥቃት የሚሰለች አይነት አይደለም ምን ያህል 5 ሰከንድ ወይ ከ5 እስከ 6 ሰከንድ በላይ ወሰደባቸዋል መሰለኝ ይህን ጎል ለማስቆጠር ጅማ አባጅፋር ወላይታ ዲቻ የቆመ ኳስ አጠቃቀም ጥሩ ኳሊቲ በተለይ ደግሞ አንተነህ ጉግሳና ደግሞ ደበበ የቆመ ኳስ ላይ ሻሙ ይታል ስለዚህ በኋላ በጣም ብዙ ተጫዋች አውቶ ፖዚሽን ተገኝቷል እና ይሄን ለመጠቀም
አሉን ግን ክሬዲት ፐርቼዝ
በጣም የተሳካና በጣም አኪዩሬት
ይኖራል ወደፊት ኢቨን እኮ አሁን እዛ ኢንተር ካምፓኒዎች ስፕሊት ከሆኑ
የመጀመሪያ
ፐርቼዝ ላይ ቀይሩ ይችላል
አስተዳደራዊ ችግር ያለበት አይመስልም ፋሲል እንደውም የሶስት ወር ደሞዝ ቀብሎ ሲገቡ
ይኖራል
ሌላኛው ጉዳይ ደግሞ የመሐመድ ኑር ጉዳት ነው በጨዋታው ተፈጣሪ ነው አሲስት ያደረገ ተጫዋች ነው ጉዳቱን እየተመለከትነው እንገኛለንና የሚመለስ አይመስልም አወጣጡ ሁለተኛው 45 ደቂቃ ላይ ምን ሊፈጠር ይችላል
የቡድኑ ማጥቃት ዋነኛው ሊንክ ይመስለኛል በተለይ ከዳይት ጋር የነበረው መግባባት ልዩ ነበር ከመሱድ ጋር ከኢዮብ ጋር ከሁሉም አታኪንግ ተጫዋች ጋር
በሽታ የሚግባቡ ይመስላል
ጥሩ ፔሱ በጣም ጥሩ ነው በተለይ ደግሞ ሁለተኛው አጋማሽ ላይ በጣም ይጠቅማቸዋል ምክንያቱም ወላይታ ብቻ ፑሽ ማድረጉ አይቀርባት ሲል እና በዚህ ጊዜ የመሐመድ ኑር ፔስ በመልሶ ማጥቃት በጣም አስቸጋሪው ነበር ለዲቻ መሐመድ ኑር የማይመለስ ከሆነ ለአሰልጣኝ አሸናፊ ትንሽ ጥሩ ዜና ላይሆን ይችላል
ሁለተኛው 45 ደቂቃ ጨዋታው ምን መልክ ይኖረዋል ሁለቱም ቡድኖች ተቀያሪ ወንበር ላይ ተጫዋቾች አሏቸው በጅማ በኩል በወላይታ ምንም ጅማ
አባጅፋር ሁለተኛው አጋማሽ ላይ ምናልባት ጌም ማኔጅመንት ወሳኝ ሊሆን ይችላል ለዚህ የሚሆኑ ተጫዋቾች አሏቸው በኳስ ቁጥጥሩ ጥሩ የሆኑ ተጫዋቾች ወላይታ ዲቻ ሁለተኛው አጋማሽ ሁሉ የተለያየ አቀራረብ ነው ሁለተኛው አጋማሽ ላይ ይበልጥ አግሬሲቭ ሆኖ ሊመጣ ይችላል ጎል ስለሚፈልግና ሁለተኛው አጋማሽ ይበልጥ ቀጥተኛ አግሬሲቭ እግር ኳስ ወላይታ ዲቻ እንመለከት ይችላል ጅማ አባጅፋር ለማስጠበቅ ሊያፈገፍግ ይችላል
ሁለተኛው 45 ደቂቃ የጨዋታ እንቅስቃሴ ምን መልክ ይኖራል የመጀመሪያው 45 ደቂቃ በጅማ አባጅፋር 1-0 መሪነት ተጠናቋል ሁለተኛው 45 ደቂቃ ላይ የተለየ ጨዋታ እንቅስቃሴ የተለየ ጎል እንመለከት ይሆን የዚህን ጨዋታ መጠናቀቅ ተከትሎ ምሽት 1 ሰዓት ላይ የ13ኛው ሳምንት የመጨረሻ ጨዋታ ሲዳማ ቡና አዲስ አሰልጣኝ ከቀጠረው ወልቂጤ ከተማ ጋር ጨዋታቸውን ያደርጋሉ መልካም ቆይታ
Between Wolayita Dicha and Jimma Jifar. We are glad you're joining us. Your only World of Champions. The crucial goal from that first half coming off Ayoub Ali Mayehu. And in case you're wondering why he did not celebrate, Wolayita Dicha is his boyhood club. Out of respect, he decided to score and his hands up in the air, but even then, heavily celebrated by those in Jimma and definitely Ashinafi Bekele. He's going to be a real gem moving forward. Look at Zahari, the other player to have come into the midfield today, getting a rare start of Tesfaye Melaku. This is Tawit Estefanos. It's a cracker. That's a cracker he's got. If he gets it right, he suddenly is going to find the back of the net. So Jimma Jifar now playing from left to right, and Dicha obviously playing on the opposite side as we welcome you once again to the second half. Gilbert Celeba, we expect a change in tactics at this for the guy Kidani Mariam.
Well, I think it's all about urgency, the urgency of his forward line to get into the Jimma Jifar rear guard, and of course how resolute they are, especially when they get just closer to that ball, the finishing part of it. But they've been doing quite well in the first half.
How Kidan Zeralem given an opportunity to cross into the danger zone, crossed it almost towards the stands. Now Dawita Stefanos. Under pressure from Haptam Negusie. Play out wide to try and find Yapsira Mulugeta, who himself is under pressure from Sintayewu Mengistu, who has picked up possession. It's back to Bereket. Change in tactics. You can notice now from Wolayita Dicha, the guy Kidane Mariam has brought Bereket to the center. Longer playing out on the right. We've got a man on the floor meanwhile. Referee still playing this one on as it goes to Menyiri Wandimo. He's stopped in his tracks by Yasule Gesa. Ahmed Nur Nasil has stayed on the ground. So Bereket then coming to the center. Changing tactics. Playing closer to Galva Dek. Playing on the right in the first half and change, maybe because of the trouble being caused by Ayub and Muhammad Nur. Look at the earlier foul, or it should have been a foul, certainly not seen by the referee and waved on. It's disappointing. You can understand why.
Yeah, I think what is transpiring is that David Ebebe and Tene Gupta and Berket have gone back into a three-man defense line. Therefore, they're going to allow Anaga Badek to push up and join the attack. And of course, on the right-hand side, Kalkida and Zelalem will be shooting to push up, join the attack, and also to drop back and defend.
It's a foul by Hampton Negotiate. Goes into the referee's book. The midfielder alongside Kalkida and Zelalem have been cautioned by the ref now. And, the problems for Tegai Kidane Mariam seem to be stepping up a notch higher in today's game as he quickly tries to get a leveler from any of his forwards. Sintayo Mengis to suddenly taking all these spotlights. Bekele looking to replace Mohamed Nur Nasil now. Changes to his own front line, and the reason they to come in and probably add the power. Now Melako is certainly one of the options. Yeah, it will be Miskanao Melako. A direct substitution will certainly still be trouble for this Wolayita Dicha side because he's equally very strong and quite fast.
There's another youngster just being thrown into the fray. He's left-footed compared to Mohamed Nur Nasir. Of course, there has to be some reorganization at the top. And this could be Dawit Mikado going as the central striker and Miskenao Melako going in the wider areas.
Now it is Stefanos. Chicago, this is Mesut looking to a bit of flair in and around Anthony Guksa. Not managing to get that one off, and Badeg now has possession under pressure from Mayop, checking a long one, looking for Menyiri Wondibu. The clearance from Mayasu Legesa had to be spot on. Wondima again. Now it is Stefanos. Was picked up by Kalkida and Zeralim, who then lets it roll out for a throw in as Wolayita Dicha looking to build up momentum. The longer this game goes on, the happier Jimma but Jifar certainly will be as they get closer and closer to their third victory of the campaign. Sentayo Mengis to just this one down. And his Hinsa, not allowed to turn by Mesut Muhammad. Hapcham Negusier comes back to Bereket Wolde Johannes.
I like the run, it's fast, and it took just a second too long to be able to strike on that one. Again, Jimma must always thank the youngster, Lekese, just at the right moment when Munyilo was going to strike, he put his left foot in there.
Now it is Stefanos to Mesut Muhammad. Wolayita Dicha in trouble. This is being crossed into the area. Needed a crucial clearance. Coming in from Anthony Guksa to the edge with Anagal Badek joining in and picking up a foul of Mesut Muhammad this time. Still doesn't believe the referee's decision, but that will be final. Kuksa is the man who had that crucial clearance. Mesut Muhammad was trying to cause the trouble. It was a crucial one because Miska now Melako was rushing in at the extra man. There's Miska now. Haptam Negusian. The return is off Wondi Margan. Seneguksa joins in. Minyiru Wondimu now has a touch. Get past the captain, but that will be a foul. Seemed to have been fouled by Zahari before he went past Mesut. The substitution as Indri Saeed comes in to join us in the action. He will be into the midfield, replacing Adis Hinsa. This was an expected change because Indri Saeed has always been a starter, even though Adis Hinsa really has done well. It's just an attacking midfielder for an attacking midfielder. Saeed is more assertive moving forward. This means it's a little bit slower, though highly technical. Here comes Indri Saeed having his first touch on the ball. It will be delivery into the area to try and get it past Alaza Marcos. So he managed to get it past Mesut, who jumped and seemed to have used his hand. Looking to have a counter attack. That will be a yellow card to the Jimma Jifar captain. And the ball gets closer and closer to Jimma's penalty area. Good work from the captain though, defending from the front. Must be given credit. The yellow card is certainly one for the team. So a second bite at the cherry then for Indri Saeed. Slots it into the box. This time Bereket has a touch. And it wasn't on target. Bereket Wolde is looking to bring Segai Kidane Mariam side level. Well, again, just failing to come to their potential because they're very good height. There's three players in there with very good height, including Bereket Woldehan, Degu Debebe, and of course, it's Inteyo Mengistu. Shorter version in red, just unable to connect. Looking for runs, it's a Yobele Mayehu. Goes for it, and suddenly another Marcos is supposed to come off his line and almost coming out of his own 18-yard box. The brain is Mesut Muhammad. So calm in possession and always looking for a crucial pass to defense. And always a chance to split them up. I mean, the kind of midfielder in your team. So these are ex-internationals for the Warriors, both Mesut and Dawid Stefano. Kalkidan, a poor cross coming in from the right. He certainly had so many of those chances. Kalkidan Zelalem managed to deliver any of those, and I'm not sure if that is the area. But certainly it's a guy Kidani Mariam must go to address. They are getting so many balls to the wing, and have a tall player in Sinta Yeomengis who simply cannot get the service. They are not getting the service because Kalkidan Zelalem is always in a hurry to bring across. He wants to make that run, just look up, identify where those two strikers are, and make the perfect pass. It's a perfect pass coming in from Mesut. There's a run out wide from Ayo. Gets into possession, finds Mesut Muhammad once again, looking for a through ball. This will not be good enough for Jimma Jifar, as Wondersen Ashinafi quickly comes off his line. Ego de Bebe. To Indri Saeed. As well to get past Azahari, to Bereket Wolde Johannes, who floats it forward looking for Sinta Yeomengistu. Perfect control from the big man, spreading play out wide to Kalkidan Zelalem. A better cross is expected this time. Floats one into the area looking for Menyuni Wondimu. Evades almost everyone and cleared by Belea by them. Morgan Marcos went in for possession and stayed on the ground. Was battling with Indri Saeed, and the referee has decided that will be a Wolayita Dicha ball. I'm not sure why, because none of the two players is in control of the ball. They are still fighting for this ball. It's 50-50. Again, the referee was right there at the scene, and he makes his call, and once he makes his call, that's final. Getting closer and closer, Wolayita Dicha. The third free kick has many minutes. This one even closer to the penalty area. Naza Marcos organizing his wall. Bereket Wolde Johannes, Amangov standing over it alongside Indri Saeed. Tego de Bebe far behind. Could he let fly from this kind of distance? The veteran defender. Timmy Guksa is the player standing right next to the ball. This is Idris Sayed into the wall, and that will go out for a corner kick. Something has to give at some point. They suddenly are piling so much pressure, and the best thing Jimma Jifar can do now is sit back and soak in most of it and try to get a second off a counter attack because they are struggling to keep the ball. There's Kalkidan again. Plots in a better ball this time. Up goes Bereket. Gets a touch. Not a good one. Comes back to Idris Sayed, who is under pressure from Ayo, but now it's been given away to Mesut Muhammad, who's got a run ahead of him. And suddenly, got one from Dikadu. The captain was looking for. To Gabriel Selassie, out to Anthony Gibson. Just to come forward again, they've got to up the tempo of this game. Kaukidan under pressure from Miska now Melaku. Someone stopped by Wondi Magen. And Miri Wondimu breathing at the back of his neck. Method. How comfortably he runs through the opponent's ball in the midfield. Mesut Muhammad. He's got to be a marksman because suddenly everything trouble to Wolayita Dicha is coming through him. Anthony Guksa looking for Sita Yemu Mengistu. Almost found Nyiri Wondimu. A crucial clearance coming off Belea Baine. That will be another corner kick after the water break. Well, not water break, after the substitution. The referee had suggested we should freshen up again. And it is Wolayita Dicha that are instead making changes and withdrawing Nyiri Wondimu on Binyam Fikre. It's the corner kick. Kalkidan delivers again into the box. A very packed one. Belea Baine clears. As far as Idris Sayed, who is trying to return this one. The venom that is not as dangerous. Fikri is giving this one away on his first attempt to Mesut Muhammad. Now picked up through the center by Azahari, who finds a Belay. Get it past Nagao, but there's so much of the ball now in the Jimma but far half. That is not a good sign for Chinapi Bekele, but a good sign for that man.
I think he's bringing trouble to himself because they're sitting with a very, very low block and inviting Wolayita Dicha to make those inroads towards them. I think I've always said that the best way to defend is to attack. And Jimma was doing very well in the first half just by camping into the Wolayita Dicha rear guard. This time they're inviting a lot of pressure, and any moment from now, that pressure could yield something.
An hour gone in Redawa this afternoon. Long one cleared again by Yasule Gesa, looking for Sitayo Mengistu. He's certainly been in positions where he should have picked up possession. The Red Wall have been defending quite compact. As a result, Sitayo Mengistu is more of a spectator out wide. Miska now. Now Belea Baine. Now it's Stefanos. Mesut Muhammad losing possession. Anton Negusier looking to come away with this one. That was picked up off his foot right before he made that clearance from Ayoba Lemayo. Very good defensive work from the goal scorer. Idris. To Anthony Gupta again, seeing so much of the ball, the big man. Chance to float another one forward. Sinte Omengis to await. See how it comes. And again, a bit too high. Too easy for Alaza Marcos. So much of that ball we've seen now.
It's too early. It's really too early for Jimma Jifar to start wasting time. Because the team tactics for Wolayita Dicha moving forward has changed. Anytime that they're in possession, they want to play those long balls. And you never know, one of them could land on a better feet or head.
Negusier throws one through for Binyam Fikre. It will be a problem because the goalkeeper picked it and then dropped it. Not very sure that wasn't a corner kick. So Marcos picked up this ball. Yeah, I think it's a goal kick.
It's a goal kick, but that's complacency because if you don't put your hands on that ball, then your hands could land on the feet of Binyam Fikre. the Lazar Marcos. Again, that pass collected by Mohamed Noor Nasir, and a split pass right in between the two central defenders, Anagao Badeg and Dego de Bebe. But the quality of the finish was fantastic.
Fighting his former paymasters, Ayob Alemayehu, playing in the league as early as 16. That's how much quality he's got. He's already scored against giants like Fasil, against teams like Dredawa. He's scored against Hadi as well, twice. This is his third goal in 3 games. He's a kid on fire. Look at the struggles of Alaza Marcos again, who needs a bit more treatment after that collision with Binyam Fikre. He's so lucky that he dropped that position that far out of his own goal line. Otherwise, it easily could have been 1-1.
Talking about the talent that is in Ethiopian football, you can imagine if we have Jespira when we get as one of them, Mohamed Noor Nasir in the mix, then you also have Ayob Alemayehu also in the mix. There's quite a number of players coming through the ranks, and Ethiopian football will definitely grow. But that mistake there by Legese, allowing Kakrid and Zelanem an opportunity to take a strike, but really he thinks.
A couple of good saves that have been produced by Alaza Marcos. This is another one of those, probably the best we've so far seen of Sintayeho Mengistu. Another of Kalkidan, just like you said, so important to how this Jimma Jifar side set up at the back, and they will be happy to have him back. Keepers always have that benefit. There's enough time given to them, so they can always recover. Logically, obviously, can't leave the field, but always gives them time to eat a few seconds off the clock if they must.
Well, you saw what happened yesterday. Another struggling team, Mekelekea, scored early in the first half against Adama and decided to sit back for the entire period and eventually winning the game by 1-0.
Yellow card to Belaya Baine. That back going into the referee's book as well, just like Mesut Muhammad. And Kaukidan Zelalem alongside Haptam Negusie. They have 4 yellow cards. Really coming in from the man at the center. Diniam Worukagenyehu. Haptam Negusie starts down by Bereket. Looking for Sintayeho Mengistu. Comes almost as far as Dawit Estefanos. Back to Haptam Negusie to throw another one forward. You have got to keep probing this Wolayita Dicha side. At some point, something could open. It's been given away though by Bereket. Dawit Pikadu needs control to Dego de Bebe now. Spreading play out to Anthony Guksa. Was replaced Bereket Wolde Johannes on the right wing. Tactical change mastermind by Tagai Kidane Mariam. Teneguksa, long one looking for Binyam Fikre. Scott Anagao Badeg for support through the center. Wandi Magen Marcos not giving him a chance and defending just well.
I've always said that Binyam Fikre likes playing with bouncing castles, because you'll always, out of 10 times that you get hit, these 6 of those times you'll always find him on the ground.
Simply beautiful to see passes through the midfield from Mesut Muhammad being stopped by Degu de Bebe. 2 legends of the game on this part of the continent. There's a long one looking for Dawit Pikadu, who was just a touch away to try and get it past Wonderson Ashanafi. What a ball into the area from Mesut once again, and simply a chance not taken. Long one looking for Binyam Fikri, again easily picked up by Alaza Marcos. So much of the long ball that Wolayita Dicha are using, and this is uncharacteristic of them.
Oh, and there should have been somebody, Ayob Alemayehu, just to urge him to focus. focus because that ball he should have controlled with his left and an easy punt into the goal with his right. Another golden opportunity lost.
The chance has come and gone. Nagao Badek has an opportunity out wide. This goes past Belaya Baine. Keeps this one in. He's got support with Haptam Negusia. Goes through the center with Idris Said. Another touch to find Igatu Gabriel Selassie. Here is Idris. Spreading play to Anthony Guksa. Makes a short one to Binyam Fikri under pressure from Wondi Magen Marcos. And that will be a corner kick. Better reaction to the game since the start of the second half. Wolayita, the guy will certainly be a happy tactician, not as happy as when they finally get level again. It's a crucial 3 points that those down in Sodo do certainly need, just like those in Jimma. Shot one, and a big opportunity for Anthony Guksa. Oh wow, that was pretty fast.
It's well delivered. There's nobody marking the near post. And I think this is something that they've worked out in training. Because of the run of that man, Anthony Guksa, only that his connection really was rising. Should have tried to put it down.
Antam Negusia. An extra touch with Anagao Badek, who won't keep this one in. It's getting closer and closer to the 70th minute. Bit uncomfortable now for those supporting Wolayita Dicha. Coming to a time when both Segai Kidane Mariam and Shinavin Bekele are going to look at their benches a bit more often to try and see which fresher legs they can bring in to change the situation out there. Shinavi Bekele simply needs match management. If his side can hold on and keep most of the possession away from their own danger zone, then that will certainly give them a bigger chance. Here comes Bereket, floating another one into the area. And all these are becoming so easy now for Alaza Marcos.
They're too close to the keeper and they are anticipated because at this point you can see that this ball is definitely going to be floated up. The only thing that you need to do is goalkeeper, be hawk-eyed, just ensure that those fly balls are coming to you and keep them to check.
Bereket. Kusinta Yewo Mengisto. Here comes the throw ball for Wanagao Badek. The goalkeeper is off his line and almost missed it. And a big save eventually from Alaza Marcos, who had a very crucial touch to deny Wanagao Badek from delivering this one through the center.
I tell you what, the goalkeeper did extremely well because he had three players who were covering him up. And he just closes Wanagao, puts pressure on him, and I think he had a little touch for a corner.
Be delivered by Idris Said. It's a packed box. Degudi Bebe has come forward. So has Bereket Wolde Johannes. This is floated in high and good to the extra man. Here is Bereket! Central defender's finish from Bereket Wolde Johannes.
Trading dangerously. Another setup there by Anthony Guksa. Okay, the turn, it's half turn. It's very, very difficult turn. It's very, very difficult, but again, good technique. Always rising.
Double substitution that involves a certain Dula Mulatu coming on for Dawit Fikadu. Simply adding more firepower for a team that already has the lead. The player who will be coming in is Moseke Bela into the midfield for Azahari.
More trouble now. If Dula with his space and with a three-man defense line, then Wolayita Dicha will really have to watch out.
Bekele is finally showing just how good he is tactically. The question marks on that poor start to the campaign. Certainly give his reasons. Part of those being a young team. A team that is simply looking to be in touch with the pressure and the pace and the physicality of the top division here in Ethiopia. Even then, we'll be very lucky to have been given that job for quite a while.
We always talk about the team gelling. I think it has taken time. It took him 9 matches for the team to gel. And after that, they had a very, very, very good feel they had a draw against and Hadia. I think the tempo is very, very good. The tempo is very, very good.
እሱ ጋር አውቀን ነበረ።
Team and what he has done so far in the last 3 matches.
47% of the possession. Means the guy Kidane Mariam's side have more of the ball, which is a good start. 11 goal attempts and still those 3 on target. None of them has found the back of the net. Statistics must simply impress and must simply improve. To have the ball out wide with Kalkidan, looking to quickly start it with Binyam Fike, closely trapped by Miska now Melaku. Not been given the spaces he's looking for out wide. Get closer and closer to the 80th minute. It's getting more and more tricky. There will be more pressure from up in the stands, specifically for those supporting Wolayita Dicha. This is Binyam Fikre bringing across into the area, stopped by Mondi Mag and Marcos. Abtam Negusia now. This is Negacho Gebreselassie. Back to Kalkidan. Good support through him with Anteneguksa. They decide to bring one into the area, and that will be Chow's play.
ቅድም ያልኩህን አልሰማህም?
You've got to try and make sure he works.
I think the biggest problem with the Wolayita Dicha is that they failed to utilize the space in between the goalkeeper Marcos and the central defenders, because most of the passes are too close to the goalkeeper, or if they are not too close to the goalkeeper, then they are too close to the center defenders, and they really dealt with him perfectly.
More of the ball, but they seem to have it in less dangerous positions. Wolayita Dicha, as Degude Bebe quickly finds Anthony Guksa out wide. Kalkidan turns it to Anthony Guksa. Good support to the center with Haptam Negusia. Allowed to turn by Mesut Muhammad. This is Bereket Wolde Johannes battling to keep this one in. And he will not manage to do so with an Agal Badek rushing back to make sure it's a guy Kidane Mariam's side continue progressing more. What a result this one suddenly will be for Jimma but Jifar then. What a result this one would be. Loss to Sebeta, followed by a loss against St. George. Then everything seems to have turned from dark to white. And they suddenly picked those 2 crucial wins over Addis and Hadia. They lost to Sidama Buna on match day 12. Pushing everyone back and the drawing board to think about what the campaign suddenly could look like. The result here would simply be perfect. Binyam Fikre, passed by Wondi Magen. Brings this one back to Kalkidan. Got in Resaid for support. Goes to Nigatu Gabreselassie. Wants to bring back action to Haptam Negusia, who spreads it out wide to Anagao Badek. Who simply can't keep this one in. Could improve the pace. Sending those passes as well.
I think it's just a question of a change of tack. The space in between the Jimma Bajfar back 4 and their midfielders. First, Wolayita Dicha need to get players in between those two lines before they can be able to get behind the back 4. But instead, they are bypassing that midfield, trying to play the long ball to no satisfaction.
Miskanao Melako, chance to bring one into the area, almost picked up by Fikadu. Mulatu is going to be something very important in how they attack now. He's got runs of Miskanao Melako and Elbalebaye, who those are players, which is why probably they have been introduced to Nabi Bekele. He does know his side is under so much pressure now. It's quite important to have players who can complement your counter-attack at some point.
It's a very intelligent move by him. He knows that he has 3 fast players, and therefore he asks his 4 defenders not to move up beyond the center line, just to hold the line. And he has also very good midfielders in Mesut Mohammed and Dawite Stefanos. These are players who can be able to slow down the game when it's necessary and also speed up the game when it is required. So, good tactical discipline there by Jimma Bajifar.
Themselves a free kick. Wondimag and Marcos is standing over this one. Delivers it into the area, looking for Dura Molato. The clearance is off Anagao Badek. Got to stay on his feet. Anagao Badek is up against one of the fastest players in the league. Here he comes with possession again, returning it to Belaya Baine. Now it's Stefanos to Mesut Mohammed, trying to get past Adegude Bebe. Picked up by Indris Sayid. Now the counter-attack could be one for Wolayita Dicha, or not. stopped by Sira Mulugeta. Continues dividing debate really across the Ethiopian football public on whether he should have been one of those traveling to the Africa Cup of Nations. Dula. Have an acrobatic return to inside his own area and he simply missed it. We've got a man on the ground though, and it seems to be Dawit Estefanos again. At Kaukidan. To try and find space to have time negotiate. Now and a Gelbadek running into the area. Not managing to suddenly go past Yatsira Mulugeta. Rock solid.
Yeah, rock solid. They're actually ensuring that Wolayita Dicha are not permeating through the midfield, that we have to put them wider and wider areas. And anytime they've gone on the wider areas, there's been solid defending from Yatsira Mulugeta and Yasvegese.
Miska now. Dawid Estefanos, who is up and fine now. No one looking for Dula Mulatu. Didn't start his run just before Bereket had started his. It's going to be a real battle for pace between Dula Mulatu and Bereket Wolde Johannes. The size is a complete mismatch. As Anthony Guksa throws another one forward. It's down by Binyam Fikri. Not allowed to turn. Yasuli Gese in recede has a touch. Dula Mulatu has another. This is an Agauba Dank. Not happy with Kaukidan Zelalem, who thinks that miscommunication could have cost Wolayita Dicha a chance to level matters here.
Well, again, it's good delivery by Binyam Fikre, was assisted from the midfield, but Dula Mulatu, you don't head the ball back to the action. You want to head the ball away, but that miscommunication between the two midfielders just denying them an opportunity to take a nice right on goal.
Gudebebe quickly takes to Kaukidan. Back to Habtamu. Now Bereket. And Aga wants it. Bereket takes a long one instead. Moving forward to Negutsa. The crucial touch is off Binyam Fikre. This is Kaukidan now. Back to Binyam Fikre. Chance to try and cross another one into the area by Binyam Fikre. I'm not sure what he was doing then.
What do you want to do that? Why do you want to do that? One, you put the ball on your right foot, which is stronger. You don't take a shot with it. You're forced to play the ball on your left foot, which is weaker. And instead of bringing a crucial pass, you want to take a shot, and it goes for a cross. That is not what the guy Kedane Mariam had sent him to do.
To sub out the substitute. You've seen that happen once this season. Dula Mulatu, what a ball, and that's an offside flag. For the Yoba Lebayehu, who simply can't believe the chance he had picked in between Anthony Guksa and Degu Debebe. The youngster trying to go in between two veterans. The veterans using their experience to make sure he was offside. Henry Sayed. They get to Gabriel Selassie. Back to Henry Sayed. Floated into the area and the flag is up. On Binyam Fikre. They're piling so much pressure and Jimma by the foul are allowing them to do that. This will be dangerous at some point.
This is where Indy Said needs to be a little bit, instead of giving a pass, he should have decided to go for the kill. He should have decided to go for the kill. Let people think that, okay, you denied me an opportunity.
You're a selfish player.
Yeah, just take the shot and, talk us later.
Time is running out. You have 10 minutes. When you get into those kind of spaces, I think you've got to make sure the goalkeeper works. Otherwise, yours will work, which would what could be happening now. Dula Mulatu. Getting past Habtam Negosia and then setting up space just at the edge of that area. A central defender was suddenly right in front of him, but Musa Kebela should have converted much better than he did. Indris has given away possession to Dawit Estefanos. Rushing back to try and pick it up. Instead, it's Degu Debebe that picks it, and now he got to Gabriel Mikhail. Indris seeing so much of the ball since coming off that bench. Out wide to Binyam Fikre. The return is to Kaukidan Zelalem, who goes down just at the edge of that area. The referee was quite close and saw it. A couple of Wolayita Dicha players are suggesting it should be a penalty. That will be a yellow card instead to Miskanao Melaku. And a free kick to Tsegai Kidane Mariam's Wolayita Dicha.
Well, that's what happens when you try to sit back with longer periods inviting pressure. Well, that's a good run there from Kalkidan. At this point, it's very, very, very lucky because it's very close to the line. And Kalkidan decides to dive. I'm thinking maybe that was a swimming pool. But only to realize that there was too much grass ahead of him.
Right, too much grass in the swimming pool. But Selebo says, here comes Kalkidan Zeralem starting over this one. That was quite close. Actually, if you look at the replay, this Ganao Melako immediately reacts to the third official, telling him it is not a penalty. He knew it was a yellow card and he knew it was a foul. Suddenly took one for the team because Kalkidan was rushing into the box. They didn't have so many opponents ahead of him. Binyam Fikri is waiting for it at the edge of the box. Wonder if Kalkidan is going to try and bring this one back to Binyam. Hawite Stefanos is watching him. Yes, Kalkidan flashing one into the area. It comes out wide looking for Bereket Wolde Johannes. And Binyam Fikri is not happy at all. He thinks that ball should have been squared to him. He had so much space ahead of him.
He had so much space. It's all about insight. And again, look at where your players are. They're right at the near post. This is poor quality of delivery. You need all these players behind the post so that they can hit the space. But they fail to utilize that golden opportunity. I think that's a good call. Now it is Stefanos just being pulled out. He has lost his legs. And Surafel Awal, another youngster coming into play.
Comes in straight to defend. Nakaubadek throws another one into the area. Anthony Guksa has a touch. That will be easy for Alaza Marcos. So many white shirts inside that Jimma Badifal area. The red shirts absolutely having no worry because Alaza Marcos is watching everything that is currently going on. Here is a long one coming forward. The misplaced pass, you could say, from the goalkeeper. Pressure is on those in white who need to quickly find a goal. Otherwise, Team Abadifala running away with the 3 points here. 6 minutes on the clock. Anthony Guksa under pressure. As well from Surafela Wall. It comes to Kalkidan, who is brought down again at the edge of the area. Same exact location. This time, though, it was a Yasule Gesa.
The second assistant just stands where he is. If it was a penalty, he would have run definitely to the penalty area. And again,
look at Kalkidan stepping inside the area saying, it was here. That was surely out of the area, wasn't it? And I don't think that is certainly a debatable decision as Yasule Gesa goes into Binyam's book. Well. How close was that?
like he's in the corner inside the box. He's just lucky. Jimma is extremely lucky.
Yeah. That seems a few centimeters inside the penalty area.
Yeah.
Probably should have been a penalty. Chance gone for Wolayita Dicha then. Kidane Mariam will rewatch this game on your World of Champions later and he will not be happy at all with the referee Binyam. But he has a chance. Kalkidan Zelalem standing over it again. Degude Bebe has come forward, just like a couple of options they have through the center. Actually, I think Nigatu is standing over this one. Kalkidan is inside the area alongside Haptam Negusie. Can we have last minute drama in Tredawa this afternoon? Here comes Wolayita, floating another one into the area. I'm not sure that was a touch from Alaza Marcos. This should be a goal kick. Too high and disappointing.
It is very, very disappointing. You have very, very tall players. You have Degude Bebe, you have Antene Guksa, you have Bereket Woldehanis, and you have Sinteyeho Mengistu, the tallest player on the pitch, and you fail to utilize that potential.
Sulegesa clears this one to prevent a corner kick. Good pressure coming in from Binyam Fikri out wide. This is Anthony Guksa. Given chance to cross one into the box this time. A good defending by Ayub Alemayehu, the goal scorer. His goal now stands as the match winner. He-Man, like Wandi Mag and Hailu, are going to be the future of Ethiopian football alongside Mohamed Nur Nasil. obviously the likes of Kaukid and Zedaleman. You can throw in, obviously, stars which have played at this age and are youngsters and already playing for their big sides, the BetKing Ethiopian Premier League.
Absolutely, including Yepsira Mulugeta, the youngster who has done extremely well as a central defender. He's the fulcrum at which the team revolves around in the defense and has held himself extremely well.
Good Bebe brings another one. Sintayo Mengistu has a touch out of the area, looking for shooting space. Getting it past Wandi Magen. I did say William Solomon. He's one of the stars of the league as well. But injured in his game against for Ethiopian Buna. They were playing against Tarba Minch. He's forced to go away with what looked to be a dangerous knee injury. Quick recovery. Another one comes forward. Anaka Obadeg has an opportunity inside the box for Sintayo Mengistu. Oh wow. What does Sintayo Mengistu need to do to score a goal here?
Well, they're living very dangerously. That's a poor ball there by Bile Abaina. And Sintayo Mengistu should have struck just on the first instant, but again, his first touch still struggling to put the ball on the ground and good recovery from the defenders.
A 3-1 loss to Baherja was followed by a 1-0 loss to St. George. Before a 2-0 loss to Sidama Buna. Those three losses have put Wolayita Dicha in trouble, even though they have stayed very close to the likes of Fasil, the likes of Hawassa, and of course at the very top St. George. And that is because they had 3 wins in a row before today's fixture. Beating Garpamich, beating Addis, and beating Mekele Kaya. They're scoring 4 goals in the process, conceding just once against Addis. Sufikadu, who is up in the stands, only managing to get one past Alaza Marcos. Only the Senashenafi of the players trying to keep a clean sheet here as the referee blows his whistle.
The guy will be very disappointed. When you have a tall player like Sintayo Mengistu and you have another one like Bereket Woldehanis, it's all about allowing them to put pressure on the defenders and then the rest of the players make a small wing ahead of them so that as soon as they get hold of the ball, they play the second pass, and then you can be able at least to take a shot from that distance. But the way they are lining up, they're not going to score from the second ball.
They will still stay in the bottom 2. Jimma Jifar, but they will quickly move to 10 points. That will be 4 off Addis Ababa Ketema, which is 6 off Wolkite, who will play later on today against Sidama Buna. Will be a yellow card. She's on the big man. Get Wolde Johannes. Gets it quite late in the game. He's got to be careful though. Should be having some extra time. To understand it will be 4 minutes. Gives away yellow cards differently from Bamla Tesema. Bamla Tesema looks straight into the player's eyes and actually smiles while giving you the yellow card. Ethiopia's only representative at the Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon. Shafi Bekele has since flipped his hat to face back a bit of a youthful feel. Experienced man coaching young players and deciding to join them even with behavior.
You call them the yo-yo coach.
Well, it's a career in rapping. Bekele, he decides to do so. Not the guy Kidane Mariam. And if you're spending your day with Ayoba Emayeho, with Mohamed Nur Nasil, young players obviously have to change fashion. Which is what Ashinafi Bekele has done.
I think so. He's just trying to be youthful. He's showing the players that I'm one of you.
Is he?
I'm one of you.
Well, proper journeyman, Ashinafi Bekele, his experience and quality were suddenly starting to come under doubt because of how Jimma Jifar started the campaign. Yes, he has proven all the doubters wrong. Belaya Baini, floating one forward. He's been allowed to bounce inside the area, and it's almost landing into goal, cleared by Bereket Wolde Johannes, who originally had made that mistake anyway. Huge miscommunication between him and Wondersen Shenafi. And now here comes Wolayita with Kalkidan. Now to run through the center. Very good clearance. This time coming off Wodima again. Combining very well with Muse Kebela.
Well, that was a little sneaking by Eyo Balemaheu. I'm not sure goalkeeper Wondersen Shenafi was seeing what was going on. His eyes were fully focused on the ball, but again, the quick recovery there by Bereket Wolde Johannes just saved Wolayita Dicha from further flashes.
That was a last-minute piece of drama for any neutral out there. Suddenly, the worst piece of sight you suddenly could see if you're down in Sodom. The stretcher boys are a bit confused on who to pick first. We have two players on the ground. They have rushed away from Yabsira Mulugeta to try and pay more attention out wide, and even then, it seemed to be a problem. A fitness test for them. Obviously, a very crucial part of the bubble. The medical team who have made sure that the players are not only staying fit, but also the COVID-19 pandemic is kept as far as they can. A couple of cases, obviously, but not many. And what that has meant is that the team doctors have been doing a fantastic job. Plus, of course, the federation that has made sure that only 30% of the fans can come to the stadiums. Into the final 30 seconds then. Surafera Wall to come forward with Mesut Muhammad. Surafera looking to continue with his run. Gets a return from Mesut. Chance to cross one into the area, closely watched by Abtam Negusien. Eventually the referee calling this one through a whistle, and I'm not sure Surafera Wall knows exactly what he did, but maybe there was a push on Binyam Fikre as he was trying to keep possession. Degu. Final chance for Wolayita Dicha. Thrown forward by Anthony Guksa. Looking for Kalkidan Zelalem. Closely tracked by Miska Now Melako. Now Melako and Kalkidan both leave the pitch. Leave it to Eyasule Gesa. The Bebe. To Binyam Fikre. Indri Said wants it. Finds it. Scott a run out wide from Anagao Badek. Won't get into possession. Comes through Sinta Yewo Mengistu. Cleared again by Belaya Baine. Now Ayob has a touch and is brought down by Degu de Bebe. But Mesut Muhammad has possession. Idris Said piling the pressure as well. The experience of Mesut finally showing off. As he kicks this one out, suggesting that should have been a foul on Ayob.
There's going to be a lot of fouls in the last few seconds of the game. Because there's been tired legs there, a lot of fatigue. The guy Kedemariam feels that the game is dragging.
And that's it. So it was dragging. It's dragged on until the full-time whistle. Not a good day for Tegai Kidani Mariam and Anthony Guksa. A fantastic day though for those in Jimma and Ashenafi Bekele. Because Jimma and Jifar continue winning. They continue trying to get out of the danger area. A bottle of water in celebration for Ashenafi Bekele, who, like I said, was under so much pressure earlier on in the campaign to deliver results. And he started suddenly delivering those results. Wins over Addis and Hadia, and now a crucial 3 points against Wolayita Dicha, who had a chance of going second. A third win for Ashenafi Bekele, and it's a crucial one as Jimma Bajifar have beaten Wolayita Dicha 1-0.
ወላይታ ዲቻ ከተከታታይ የድሬዳዋ ድል በኋላ ወደ ሽንፈት መጥቷል። ጂማ አባ ጂፋር ወደ አሸናፊነት ተመልሷል። ወጥ ያልሆነ አቋም እንዲሁም ደግሞ ያለፉትን ቀናት ልምምድ አለመስራት ስሙ ይነሳ የነበረው ጅማ ዛሬ አሸናፊ መሆን ችሏል። በዚህም የቤትኪንግ የኢትዮጵያ ፕሪሚየር ሊግ ከተጀመረ 13ኛው ሳምንት ላይ የነጥብ ደረጃውን 2 ዲጂት አድርጎ 10 ነጥብ ላይ ተገኝቷል። ነገር ግን በደረጃ ሰንጠረዡ አሁንም 15ኛ ደረጃ ላይ ነው የሚገኘው። የዛሬ የጨዋታ እንቅስቃሴ ጎል አስቆጥሮ ቡድኑ ማሸነፍ ቢችልም ለጨዋታው ልዩ ድምቀት የሰጠና ቡድኑ አቻ እንዳይሆን ወይም ደግሞ ጎል እንዳይቆጠርበት ትልቅ አስተዋጽኦ ያደረገው ግብ ጠባቂው እንደነበር የሚታወስ ነው። ሰበታ ከተማ 7 ነጥቦችን ሰብስቦ በ14 የግብ ዕዳ የመጨረሻ 16ኛ ደረጃ ላይ ይገኛል። ጂማ አባ ጂፋር 15ኛ ደረጃ ላይ ይገኛል። የጨዋታው ልዩነት ፈጣሪ አላዛር ማርቆስ ጨዋታው እንዴት ነበር?
በጣም ደስ የሚል ነበር፣ ከባድም ነበር።
የተለያዩ ሙከራዎች፣ ተደጋጋሚ ድብደባዎች፣ ያንተ ደግሞ ኳስ ማቆም እንዴት ነበር ሁኔታው? ንገረኝ እስኪ።
በቃ በጣም ከባድ ነበር። እንደምታዩት አብዛኛው የተጠቀሙት የአየር ኳስ ነው። እኔም ደግሞ ያን ጫና ተቋቋሚ አሪፍ ነው ይቻላል።
ከጨዋታው ቀናት በፊት የነበሩ ችግሮች ነበሩ ቲማችሁ ላይ እና የጨዋታውን ስሜት ያከብደዋል የሚል ነገር ነበር። እንዴት ነበር ከጨዋታው በፊት የነበረው ስሜታችሁ?
እኛ ቢያንስ ምንም ቀለል አድርገን ያሰብነው፣ ምክንያቱም ዲቻ ረጃጅም ኳስ ስለሚጫወት እኛ ደግሞ መስርተን ነው የምንጫወተው። እሱ ቀለል እንዲል አድርገን
ልምምድ ላይ ያልነበራችሁ አንድ 3 ቀንና 3 ጫና ፈጥሮባችሁ ነበር?
በግላችን እየሰራን ነበር። በቲም ባንሰራም በቡድን እየሰራን ነበር የቆየው።
አላዛር ማርቆስ ቀጣዩ በግብ ጠባቂነት እቅዱ ምን ድረስ ነው?
ያው እግዚአብሔር ከፈቀደ ከሀገር ወጥቶ የሚጫወት እድል ባገኝ ደስ ይላል።
ጥሩ የውድድር ዓመት እያሳለፍክ ነው ማለት እንችላለን?
በተስፋ
በእግር ኳስ ህይወት ላይ ልታመሰግነው የምትችለው አንድ ሰው ካለ ንገረኝ ብለህ ማን ነው ትላለህ?
በእግር ኳስ ህይወቴ ብዙ አለ። ይሄን እድል እንዳገኝ ደግሞ ይረዳኝ አሸናፊ በቀለ ነው። ይሄን እድል አግኝቼ እንድጠቀም ይረዳኝ እሱ ነው።
አመሰግናለሁ። ግብ ጠባቂው አላዛር ማርቆስ እና የተከታተልነው አላዛር በጨዋታው ሂደት ልዩነት ፈጣሪ የሆኑ አጋጣሚዎችን ማዳን የቻለ ተጫዋች ነው። ወላይታ ዲቻ በኳስ ቁጥጥሩ 55% እንዲሁም ደግሞ 45% ጂማ አባ ጅፋር ነው። በአጠቃላይ የጨዋታ ሂደት 52% መሀል ሜዳ ላይ ነው። ይህን ቁጥር ተመልክቶ ሁለቱም ቡድኖች የመሀል ሜዳ ቴክኒሻን ተጫዋቾችን መጠቀማቸው ውጤታማ አድርጓቸዋል። በተለይም አሸናፊው ጂማ አባ ጂፋር ሁለቱ የመሀል ሜዳ ተጫዋቾች መስዑድ መሐመድ እና ዳዊት እስጢፋኖስ ዳዊት ተቀይሮ እስከወጣበት ሰዓት የነበራቸው የቡድን ህብረት እንዲሁም ደግሞ በዛሬው ጨዋታ ወደፊት ጎላ ብለው ሄደው ከስቦ ተጫዋቾች ውጤታማ እንዲሆኑ የተመቻቸበት መንገድ ቡድኑ ውጤታማ ሆኖ እንዲያጠናቅቅ አድርጎታል። ጅማ ዳግም ድሬዳዋ ላይ ወደ አሸናፊነቱ ተመልሷል። አሸናፊውን ቡድን የሚያሰለጥኑት አሸናፊ በቀለ ጨዋታው እንዴት ነበር? የዛሬ ውጤት ቡድናችሁ በደረጃ ሰንጠረዡ ለመሻሻል መንገድ ያንደረድረው ይሆን?
እውነት ነው። ከመጨረሻው ጥያቄ ብነሳ ለማንደርደር ትልቅ ጉልበት ይሆነናል። ጨዋታውን በኳስ ቁጥጥሩ ዛሬ የታክቲካል ዲሲፕሊን ጨዋታ የተመሰረተበት ነው። እኛ ላይ ብዙ ጎሎች ተሞክሯል። ለዚህ ደግሞ የታዳጊው በረኛችን አስተዋጽኦ ትልቅ ዋጋ ነበር። እግረ መንገዴን በዚህ አጋጣሚ ሳላመሰግን አላልፍም። ይህንንም እድል ደግሞ እንዲያመቻችልኝ ስራ አስኪያጅ ኮሚቴው ነው ወጣቶችን ማምጣት አለብኝ ብዬ በማስብበት ወቅት ቦርዱ በሙሉ ነፃነት ይሰጣል። ስለዚህ ለሀገር ተስፋ የሚሰጥ ነው። በዚህ አጋጣሚ ቅዱስ ጊዮርጊስን እና ሐዋሳ ከነማን ወጣቶችን ስለሰጡን እግረ መንገዴን ሳላመሰግናቸው አላልፍም። አመራሮች፣
አሰልጣኝ አሸናፊ በቀለ ቡድኖች በማትረፍ ይታወቃል። ከጅማ ጋር ጉዞ ምን ድረስ ይሆናል? ይተርፋል ጅማ ወይስ?
ይህንን ጥያቄ ለሁለተኛ ጊዜ ስትጠይቁኝ ነው። በእርግጠኝነት ይተርፋል ብዬ አስባለሁ። ምክንያቱም ያለን የጨዋታ ልዩነት የሁለት ጨዋታ ነው። እኛ ብዙ ዋጋ የከፈልነው ሐዋሳ ላይ ነው። አንደኛ ራሱ የማታ ጨዋታ ነው። ልጆቹ ወጣቶች ናቸው። መብራት የተለያዩ የገባብን ጎሎች አሉ። ስለዚህ እነዚህ ነገሮች ዋጋ አስከፍለውናል። በቀጣይ አሁን በዚህ ያለን የድሬዳዋ ጨዋታ ሁለቱም የቀን ጨዋታ ነው። አሁንም ታክቲካል ዲሲፕሊን የሚጠይቅ ጨዋታ ነው። ኳስ የያዘ ሳይሆን እንዴት ልናሸንፍ እንደምንችል ከልጆቻችን ጋር ተነጋግረን የሚቀሩንን ጨዋታዎች በድል ጨርሰን ድሬዳዋን አመስግነን እንመለሳለን ብዬ ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ።
ተጋጣሚ የሚከተለው ቀጥተኛ ኳስ ጨዋታውን አቅሎልሃል? አንደኛው ጥያቄ ነው። እዛው ላይ ደረቤ ደግሞ ከሜዳ ውስጥ ያሉ ጫናዎችስ? ከጨዋታ ከሜዳ ውጭ ያሉ ጫናዎች ከጨዋታ እየተሻሻሉ ይመጣሉ?
የተጋጣሚ ቡድን ይሄንን ሊጫወት እንደሚችል አስበን ነው ተጫዋቾችን ማሰላለፍ ውስጥ የከተት ነው። ምን ያህል ተግባራዊ አድርገነዋል፣ ምን ያህል ተቆጣጥረነዋል ራሱን የቻለ ምክንያትም ቢኖርም ከዚህ አኳያ ኦልሞስት የምንፈልገውን ያጨዋወት ስልት ነው ሙሉ ለሙሉ የተጠቀሙት። በዚህ ደግሞ እድለኞች ነን ብዬ አስባለሁ። ከዛ ውጭ ጫና የምትለው ተጫዋቾች ላይ ጫና አለ። እኔ እንኳን በዚህ ኦልሬዲ ቆዳ የደነደነ ነው ጉልበት አለው እንደ ተጫዋቾች ልጆች ናቸው ይጨነቃሉ እያንዳንዱ ጨዋታ ያስጨንቃቸዋል ያ በእነሱ ቦታ በእነሱ ልብስ ለብሼ የማስበው ነገር ትንሽ ይረብሸኛል ከዛ ውጪ ግን ልምድም የምትለው እነዚህ ነገሮች ሁሉ ተቋቁሞ መሄድ ነው እኔ እንደውም በጣም የሚደንቀኝ አመራሩ ያለማባረሩ ነው ምክንያቱም ያጣውት ውጤት በጣም ብዙ ነውና በትዕግስት መጠበቃቸው ይደንቀኛል እኔ በሆነ አላረገውም ግን እነሱ ደግሞ በእኔ ላይ እምነት መጣላቸው ቡድኑን ቆም ብዬ እንድሰራ ወጣቶች ላይ በአግባቡ እንድጠቀም ፍሬውንም በሂደት እናያለን ብዬ አስባለሁ
አሰልጣኝ አሸናፊ በቀለ ከልብ አመሰግናለሁ አሰልጣኝ አሸናፊ በቀለ የጂማ አባ ጂፋር አሰልጣኝን ያሸናፊ ቡድን አሰልጣኝ ነው የተከታተልነው የ13ኛው ሳምንት የቤትኪንግ የኢትዮጵያ ፕሪሚየር ሊግ ጨዋታዎች አሁንም አንዳንድ ጎሎች እየተቆጠሩ ቀጥሏል በመጀመሪያው ቀን ኢትዮጵያ ቡና በአርባ ምንጭ 1-0 ተሸነፈ ሁለተኛው ጨዋታ ድሬዳዋና ባህር ዳር 0-0 ተለያዩ ሁለተኛው ቀን መከላከያ አዳማ ከነማን 1-0 አሸነፈ ቅዱስ ጊዮርጊስና ሀዲያ ሆሳዕና 0-0 ተለያዩ ዛሬ ከጥቂት ደቂቃዎች በፊት በተጠናቀቀው ጨዋታ ወላይታ ዲቻ በጂማ አባ ጂፋር 1-0 በሆነ ውጤት ተሸንፏል በጨዋታው ሂደት የወላይታ ዲቻዎች አሰልጣኝ ጸጋዬ ኪዳነ ማርያም ቡድናችሁ ቀጥተኛ ኳስ ነበር ጨዋታው ላይ ተጠቀመውና ምናልባት ውጤት ለመቀየር ሌሎች አማራጮችን መጠቀም ያልፈልጋችሁ በምን ምክንያት ነው
ኦኬ መጀመሪያ ደረጃ ያው በሁለታችን የነበረው ልዩነት ማወቅ ያስፈልጋል መጀመሪያም ተናግሬያለሁ መሀል ሜዳውን ካልተቆጣጠርን በስተቀር ልንቸገር እንደምንችል ተናግሬያለሁ ሁለት ኮከቦች የነበሩትም ዳዊትና መስዑድ ናቸው እነዛን ለመቆጣጠር መጀመሪያ 25 ደቂቃዎች በጣም ተቸግረናል ያም ሆነ ግን የመጀመሪያ ያገኘናቸው እነሱ በኳስ ቁጥጥር ጥሩ ነበሩ እኛ ደግሞ ወደ ጎል በመድረስ ደግሞ የተሻለ ነበር ማይሳቱ ጎሎች ናቸው የተሳቱ ያሉትና ብዙ ጎል አጋጥሞች አግኝተናል እንደዚህ አይነት ቲም ላይ በጎል መጀመሪያ ካላወረድከው ደቂቃዎች በሄዱ ቁጥር ኮንፊደንሳቸው ዴቨሎፕ ያደርጉ ይመጣልና አጠቃላይ ሲታይ የመጀመሪያ 25 ደቂቃዎች ላይ ሁሉም ነገር መጨረስ የሚችልባቸው ሁኔታዎች ነበሩ ስለዚህ እነዚህ ነገሮች ዋጋ አስከፍለውናል ምክንያቱም የተገኘ አጋጣሚዎች መጠቀም መቻል አለብን ምክንያቱም በሁለታችን የነበረው ልዩነት ማወቅ አለብን ከታች የተነሳ ቡድን ነው ስለዚህ በራሳችን ድክመቶች የተገኙ ውጤቶች ናቸው ማለት ይችላል
ምናልባት ተጫዋቾች ተጋጣሚን ዝቅ አድርገው መግባት ነገር ነበር ማለት ይቻላል
ያን እንኳን ማለት አክቹሊ ምክንያቱም ያው ተነጋግረናል የኛ ክለብ ጥሩነቱ ምንድነው ስለ ተጋጣሚያችንም ስላለፈው ደካማ ጎናችንም ከትሬኒንግ ውጪ እየተወያየን ነው የምንመጣው እንግዲህ በግል ይሄን ተፈጥሯል ብዬም አልገምትም በርግጥ ጎል ከገባ በኋላ ወደ አላስከዝላገ ብስጭትና እንዴት ከታክቲካል ዲስፕሊን ውጪ ሲሆኑ አይቻለሁ በረፍት ነገር ለማስተካከልና አትሊስት ፎርሜሽናችን ቀይረን ተከላካይ ቁጥር ቀንሰን ለማጣት ሞክረን ነበር ዞሮ የተወሰደብን ቢጫ ለማስመለስ ከፍተኛ ትግል አድርገናል ባለመረጋጋትና በዚሁ በጥርፊያ ያዛበት እንቅስቃሴ ስለነበረ ውጤቱ ሚስ ማድረግ ይችላል እዚህ ባስቸኳይ ለማረም መዘጋጀት አለብን የማሰብ ምክንያቱም አሁንም ሁሉም ነገር ከፊታችን ብዙ የራቁ አይደሉም ኋላ ያሉትም እንደዚሁ ኋላ እየተጠገኑ ያሉት ነው እንቅስቃሴውና ውድድሩ አሁን ጥሩ እየሆነ ነው ያለው የራሳችን ድክመት ማረም የውዴታ ግዴታ ነው ብዬ አስባለሁ
አሰልጣኝ ጸጋዬ ከልብ አመሰግናለሁ
እኔም አመሰግናለሁ
አሰልጣኝ ጸጋዬ ኪዳነ ማርያም ወላይታ ዲቻ አሰልጣኝ ቀደም ሲል ሐሳቡን ተከታትለናል ከዚህ ጨዋታ በኋላ ምሽት 1 ሰዓት ላይ ሲዳማ ቡና ከወልቂጤ ከተማ የ13ኛ ሳምንት የመጨረሻ ጨዋታቸውን 1 ሰዓት ላይ ያደርጋሉ ሩብ ጉዳይ ለ1 ሲል ጀምሮ እንገናኝና ደግሞ የተለያዩ የጨዋታውን ጉዳዮች እናነሳለን መልካም ቆይታ መልካም ጊዜ
not managing to suddenly go past Yabsira Mulugeta. Rock solid.
Yeah, rock solid. They're actually ensuring that Wolayita Dicha are not permeating through the midfield, that they have to put them wider and wider areas. And anytime they've gone on the wider areas, there's been solid defending from Yabsira Mulugeta and Yasle Gese.
Miska now. Shidawi Stefano swims up and fine now. No one looking for Dula Mulatu. Didn't start his run just before Bereket had started his. It's going to be a real battle for pace between Dula Mulatu and Bereket Wolde Johannes. Their size is a complete mismatch. As Anthony Guksa throws another one forward. It's down by Binyam Fikri. Not allowed to turn. Yasule Gese in recede has a touch. Dula Mulatu has another. This is an Agauba Dank. Not happy with Kalkidan Zelalem, who thinks that miscommunication could have cost Wolayita Dicha a chance to level matters here.
Well, again, it's good delivery by Binyam Fikre, was assisted from the midfield, but Dula Mulatu, you don't head the ball back to the action. You want to head the ball away, but that miscommunication between the two midfielders just denying them an opportunity to take a nice strike on goal.
Bebe quickly takes to Kalkidan. Back to Haptamu. Now Bereket.